is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite on-TV local tendencies in the building. Mr. Shake My Hand. Welcome to HDI TV, and the D stands for diabolical. We doing what?
You rocking with your fam.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's y'all Sunday, 3 p.m. Guilty pleasure. Say less, mean more. Y'all, hey, it's Commissioner's Cup time, y'all. What's happening? What's going on? Mario, what's happening? Pearl, what's good? Groovy, Nightdara, what's good? What's good, y'all? What's happening, y'all? Mr. Shake My Hand, HD, what's good, nephew? What's happening?
Not much in jail, but we good.
In jail without the bail.
We're good without bail,
Live,
man.
live
Tyler Barsham ain't like my video.
Live from the YouTube lockup. Y'all know who it is, and the D stands for diabolical.
Yep.
What? So we got Commissioner's Cup going on. Right now we got New York and Connecticut playing. Y'all got who y'all got winning the Commissioner's Cup? What y'all think about the cup? Let's talk cup. Y'all let us know in the chat. Let's talk hoops. It's been a lot going on.
I like either the Dream or the Lynx to take it.
Okay.
That's interesting.
The Dream, the reason I picked the Dream is because they can go small and they still play big, or they can go big and still dominate you on both sides of the floor. Like Tahina Pow, people better remember her name, man. She been putting in some great minutes for them. That extra ball handler and defender. She can guard 1 to 2. Shout out to Coach Staley. So she's doing her thing. And then Ron Howard, I have to admit, I've been hard on Ron Howard for the past 2 years. But Ron Howard has stepped up defensively, like with the bionic knee and with the big shots near the end.
Don't do that.
And she's been allowed, got to give credit where it's due. And then Alicia Gray, Alicia Gray is showing people what I've been saying. I've been arguing with people in every chat that Alicia Gray is your go-to player. She's solidified that she's the main player on this team. Everybody sees it, and they're just following along with Alicia Gray's lead. Like, you got to give credit where it's due. And if BG could get that back or whatever she got going on right, they're going to be dangerous down the stretch. Like, look at the difference in coaching from this year and the past 2-3 years. It's like totally better. Like, everybody knows what they're doing. Nobody looks lost out there. Nia Coffey is coming into her own as their wing/4. Hey, Dream could be dangerous. Yeah.
They got her playing at 3 because they put her out there with Bree Jones and
that's what I'm saying. BG. She could play the 3 and the 4 because that lineup with her, Nas, Ryan, Leash, and Tahina destroyed the Seattle Storm. Destroyed them. And the Seattle Storm still had their bigs in. They still had Ezzy. They still had NECA. They still had Sky. They put him to bed, and then Zaya Cook was hot early. Tahina's defense down the stretch nullified that. So that's what I'm saying. They could go either 5 small ball, or they could go big with Nia at the 3, and you still got Ron and Leash. You can move Leash to the 1 and then Ron to the 2. Like, they got different variations of a lineup, which is going to be dangerous. That now against New York and teams like that, I got to see what they'll do, because New York and the Lynx, they still got a little more length and they're a little more shifty. But I think the Dream could give them some problems in the Commissioner Cup. I will look out for them.
So I got New York and Aces for the championship. But my dark horse is Washington. Washington is my dark horse right now.
Yeah.
The way they're starting to put it together. The guards are starting to figure it out, and then a base is working the glass. I'm going Washington as my dark horse in this whole thing, man, because Washington looking like they got some promise behind them, and everybody's starting to figure they roll out and what it is, and they got a 4-man rotation at the bigs. Everybody doing their job, and everybody doing their job at the guard level. It's just all about them just finishing shots. If they finish shots, it's hard to score on them. So, you know what I'm saying? They just got to make shots. That's it.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, you got Auntie.
All right, so let me tell you, I don't got New York and I don't got the Aces at all in the final for this because I don't feel like whoever wins the Commissioner Cup gets to the championship. So I feel like Minnesota. I feel like Minnesota could be on a push to win, right? I really like the Dream as a dark horse because I think that's a nice step for them moving towards making a run towards the finals and saying they're a good team. But you know who I like to win this thing? Phoenix.
Yeah.
But the
you
only
know what I
problem with
call
them
Phoenix?
is
You know what I call
AT's
Phoenix?
out.
You know what I call Phoenix?
How
The
long is AC
no-nos.
out? Is she
I
out for the
call
whole
them the
17
no-nos.
days?
No, she out for the first 2 games.
Auntie.
Okay.
Auntie, you know what I call them? I call them the no-nos. You know why?
The no-nos?
Because
Why?
don't nobody know who they are, but they busting your ass
Hey,
every
the
night.
no-nos. Hey, man, listen, I like
They the
Phoenix to win this
no-nos.
thing. They ain't got
Phoenix
nothing to lose.
no-nos. You don't know nobody, but guess what? They gonna lock you down defensively, and they gonna hit you with some threes while you at it.
I listen. Speaking of Phoenix, they just signed Haley Jones.
Yeah, listen,
Today.
Rob, Phoenix. Listen, I'm gonna say they won draft night, even though they didn't draft nobody. Because you know what they did? They said, you know what? Y'all can have these picks. We just gonna go get all these undercover beasts from Nigeria, France, Italy, and we're gonna bust your ass. That was the smartest. Jeff P. That's a real GM in Phoenix. You need to go shadow them. They know how to do it with a roster. They know how to put together a roster.
Hey, check this out. Them going to get Haley Jones, right? Because they had a player that's going to be overseas. So she signed for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So Haley Jones in Phoenix fits perfect for them because she want to pass the ball anyway. And they ain't got nothing but snipers out. Like, hey, on the perimeter, they already got a bunch of foreign white girls out there.
She could fill in that AT role. Auntie's not wrong with this pick because she could fill that AT role because she could play defense. She can also pass. She can defend. She got the size really to be a wing. So all you need her to do is handle the ball, get it to them snipers, like you said, and you still got Makani. Shout out to Monique Makani from Nigeria team. I've known her since the Nigerian team from this past summer. She can ball. She can play both sides of the ball, and they still got West Bell.
That's my girl, Akua Makani.
Yes, that's
hey, man,
my dog.
That's my new favorite name. That's my new favorite name in the WNBA right there. Akua Makani. Let's go.
Yep.
Hey, check this out, HD. Hey, this is what they gonna do. They gonna put Haley at the 4. I'm gonna tell you. She gonna play the 4. AT gonna play the 5.
Look, do y'all see him? Let me put him up here because y'all hitting my inbox. Y'all was messaging me. I got rude y'all in the chat. Like, I don't know where that grown man at. Why y'all asking me about him? He come here on Saturday and Sunday. They're like, "Where's HD?" I don't know.
Look, man, I got another channel too. I got 3.
He ain't been live, Auntie.
I got like 4. I got like 4. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story. They've been messing with me because I busted out Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna tell y'all why. My moniker, rocking with your boy, Stephen A. Smith, stole my moniker and I blasted him. So everybody from my page would go over there. ESPN took the video down a day later. So I could never keep the video. So ever since then, they've been messing with me. So I created like 4 other channels. So I always get a strike every year. I get a strike for just some odd reason. It'd be for like a video they said it's a hate speech. I wasn't even hating. All I said was, Tyler Marsh, you did your players wrong. And it was the Jeff P. I'm like, Jeff P., you can't build a roster, which he didn't. And we're going to talk about Tyler Marsh today because, Marsh, you still get a bad grade from me because you were not using your players correctly. But we'll talk about it later, though. But that's why I created some other channels. I got my channel here. I'll give it to Auntie to get to y'all. If y'all don't see me on the main page, I'm going to be on that channel. But I've been on the Patreon, though. We've been wilding on the Patreon. So, so I've been around. I've been around.
I didn't know, man. They had me. I said, what? They said HD ain't been live. I said, HD ain't been live. What the heck? I said, uh-oh. I said, let me find that view. Let me get my flashlight out. because you know I get
it
to
was
look at you all.
hilarious.
Hey, where you at, man? So yeah,
It's
I'm
hilarious.
like, man, I don't know where this grown man at. So my bad. So here he is. I found him for y'all. Here he is. My bad, Rob. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Right.
Let's roll.
Oh yeah, FN, fresh out of U2 jail, dog. I want to listen. Just know I ain't gonna miss the shows unless it's something important. I got other channels backed up.
And Rob, as I'm sitting here watching the game, I'm like, you might be right. New York look like they're trying to win this game. And I mean, listen,
Hey,
the
Tina
Aces
Charles got
have
the A1s
the
back
Aces.
on, man. She took them off last game. She got them back on this game.
Yeah, the Aces are the only team to win the Commissioner's Cup and the championship. But New York look like they serious about trying to win this thing. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Well,
I ain't gonna hold you up, Rob.
the thing was making New York good is Natasha Cloud. I think she's added that extra. That listen, she might be the best free agent pickup. She added that energy.
Who's a better free agent pickup than
I don't
Natasha
see
Cloud?
it, Auntie. She the best
It
one
ain't
to
one.
me because look, she got them playing even more fiery, and they already had a squad. Now she done added more motivation to you. So man, she's looking tough, man. Outside of that, that looks like the best pickup to me so far.
Who was the best pickup?
I said Natasha Cloud so far.
Wow.
She's looking like it. And
who's a better free agent pickup than Natasha Cloud?
I don't know any.
The whole Phoenix team.
Yeah, the whole Phoenix team. You can say that. Yeah, Phoenix team. Because listen, they were smart. They just signed everybody to a training camp contract.
Yeah,
Are
they gonna win the championship though?
To Phoenix? They could. Listen, you get a healthy Kalea Copperback. You get a healthy AT. And look, I was impressed with Satu the last game they played Minnesota. Satu stepped up when they needed her to. So if you add those two pieces around her, they could. They could fight.
At the end of the day, what would they do with a Jonquil?
That's the only issue. Like, look, I got Jonquil the second best player in my book. She the second best player to me. I'm sorry. Jonquil is.
Jonquil best game right now. And I don't
she the best. She the best 5, and she the second best player in the game right now.
It hurt my feelings to say it because you know I ain't no fan, but I mean,
look, man, you gotta give it to her. Look, she balling. She could either step out and shoot the 3, or she could step real low, in the paint. Rob. Oh, Rob, you low.
You sound real low, like you in the background or something.
Y'all heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Look, you still sound lower than normal, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me. I'll check my mic in a second. I'll say this. New York. I mean, the way it's gonna break down, New York might end up having to play the Aces in the second round. So when you talk about them playing them in the second round, man, I got the Aces beat New York. I think we can get it done. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the Jewel Lloyd, man. I think Jewel Lloyd would be better coming off the bench. Because the way she plays, she needs the ball in her hand, and she can't really get into a rhythm because J.O. and point guard are they're so dynamic when it comes to scoring, when moving the ball, when it's time to move it. And defensively, I just think they're better. Like if they could flip-flop her with I don't know, Tiffany Mitchell or somebody, and then have Jewel in the game starting, I think the Aces will be more dangerous that way because you still got Gustafsson coming back. You still got Cheyenne Parker coming back. And I just think it'll be easier
I'll wait
for
till
her.
tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow. It's Sunday. I know you just getting out of jail. But you're going to try to put that out there like her coming back is something that's going to mean something to us. Everybody, let me get the sound of money going right there. We appreciate the love, baby. We appreciate the support, fam. Thank you.
I just say you just got out of jail. Let me do this.
Try to slide Megan in there on me. You know the only Meg I know is the Stallion.
I'm not saying she gonna come in impact, but I just feel like Jewel will be better around that unit coming off the bench because she can get in a rhythm. You don't really need anybody else to score. Dana gonna be Dana. You don't have to count on her, but Dana's going to be aggressive. Jewel can be like, all right, bet. Then she could just do what she has to do. I just don't like her in the starting lineup. Like, it takes away to me from the offense, and it takes away from her game. She has, to me, she is, yeah.
Rob made me feel a little bit better about Megan. I'm gonna see if it worked for you. Let me see. So this is what he say. He say Megan do a lot of the same stuff that Asia do. Not necessarily at the same level that Asia does, but the same style. So you'll get an Asia style player coming off of the bench with Megan when she's back healthy to kind of help score on that second unit. So I'm trying to give Megan the chance to come back, and because Rob says she's gonna be better in the second unit.
Plus, I think that, because also look at it too. Asia will get a chance to get more rest. You don't really want to burn Asia out because we know we don't need Asia until playoff time or when it's time to win and win big. So that'll help out a lot. And plus that'll help Jewel Lloyd out because then Jewel Lloyd could dominate the ball. She could do what she want to do in the second unit. And then the way Crystal Bradford is, you don't really need Crystal's points like that. You just need her energy and her defense. Her and Tiffany Mitchell are like, their defense and their length is going to help you out. But when they score, that's just the added bonus to helping. That's why I said I got the Aces winning this year. I think people are sleeping on the Aces. I think people are sleeping on Dana Evans and them. I know people in Chicago don't like Dana Evans. I feel you, but you got to remember, she was playing in the wrong role. Teaspoon had her playing like she was a traditional point guard. She's not. Dana's a scorer. She's not I'm going to facilitate and get you your points. I'm going to get you a bucket. No, I need her to get downhill, put pressure on the defense, swing the ball, get her shots. I need her doing that. That's why I think she'll be better in this system than she was ever for Chicago. Because remember, when they won the championship, Candace Parker basically was your point forward. So Dana didn't really have to bring the ball up like that. Dana could just go and attack, do what she do, because the GOAT or one of the greatest of all time is going to just get you open and get you the ball in easier spots for you to score. So she's going to fit to me better with this lineup. And Jewel to me would just be better off the bench because J.O., man, look, J.O. on one right now. Man, look, J.O. on one. J.O. reminding people who she is.
Let's back up to Jewel real quick, though. Ace is not winning with Jewel Lloyd. Sorry. They got to make a trade for Enrique. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't like Enrique. I don't like Enrique for that team, and this is why. How is her point guard and J.O. going to work? Like, Jewel Lloyd is better to fit with those two because her personality is. Because remember, Jewel Lloyd is used to being like the third or the second option. Remember what she was with the Storm. You had Sue Bird, you had Bree Stewart. Jewel Lloyd was cool because she didn't have to have all the pressure. Enrique is a number one option. There's no person that take more shots than her. That's just who she is. That's what make us love Enrique. Enrique is not a person. Enrique don't fit in with you. You fit in with Enrique. That's just the whole thing. Or you're not gonna win. That's just the facts.
Hey, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Junior Walker and the All-Stars, David Ruffin. What's their names? It's Enrique and what's their names, man?
Exactly.
And what's their names? Especially since Paige ain't there right now. Right. But I also want to know, Rob, what you think about that? Would you like a trade for Jewel, a swap, Jewel and Enrique? Rob, you froze?
Rob froze.
Either he froze or he's not impressed with that. But
Tiffy and
Moral, I did want to point out Moral's on the floor right now too. Rob, you froze.
But Tiffy and Co. Enrique, okay, Tiffy and Co. Enrique's not coming off no bench.
Enrique? Agumawala? Man.
Tiffy and Co. If this was WNBA 2K, yes, she'll come off the bench. But real life, hey, Auntie, you know what happened on the game? the game will happen like where you'll put Enrique on the bench, then the game keep frozen because Enrique is just.
Tiffy is saying that the chemistry with Enrique and Jackie from back at guard U would help here.
Okay, where are you going to put Chelsea at?
Enrique's defense is locked down. Hey, talk to me about where you would put
I
Chelsea.
mean, I just saw Ariel hit her up for 27. Where's lockdown about her defense?
All right, hold on.
I want to know what you think about this comment right here. I was waiting on you to get back. I was waiting on you to get back. Let me get a mic check. Let me get a mic check on you.
Mic check. Can you hear me? One,
please
two.
Go.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
We.
So they say Enrique for Jewel. I want to know your thoughts. Let's go.
Miss Low basketball IQ? Nah, we don't need that. Nah.
Enrique
keep her at where she at. Nah, we good. Hell no.
But when did she lock down last night? I just saw her getting torched.
So listen, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that I've seen out of Enrique. Lockdown defense. If I'm misremembering, nephew, Mr. Shake My Hand, let me know.
I didn't know she don't have a lockdown defense, and also,
and I'm not saying she get ran over on defense, but lockdown.
No, I'm not saying she get ran over, but okay, look, Enrique is not coming off the bench. Jewel Lloyd would fit more coming off the bench because that's her personality. Jewel Lloyd don't have a personality of I'm the number one. She got the game. Like if she's on, she could be a one or two. But she's not that personality-wise. Enrique is not coming off the bench because I'm going to tell you why. Enrique is going to look at Jackie Young and Point Guard and them. She going to look at them like I'm better scorers than you. I'm a better shooter than you. I'm better than y'all. And that personality is not going to fit in that locker room. It's not. And you're fine with Jewel Lloyd. Jewel just needs to come off the bench. She can end the game starting. She just need to come off the bench so she can get a better rhythm. Jewel Lloyd got to get into a rhythm. She's not going to get it with that starting lineup. Point guard needs the ball. J.O. needs the ball. Asia, she's fine. She could work with the ball or without it. She knows how to do other things when she don't have the ball in her hand. Jewel Lloyd's not that type of player to me. She's better coming off the bench where I need her to score consistently because Aaliyah Nye, I know everybody like Aaliyah Nye. Like I said, I still would take Breezy Hall over Aaliyah Nye. I don't care. I'll take that to my to my grave. I think Bree Hall's better. But Nye, if her three-point shot isn't going, she's not going to help you defensively. She's not going to help with making the passes like that. Like she's just not. To me, she's still got more work to do. So if you put Jewel Lloyd with Dana Evans off that bench with either Bradford or Mitchell or Gustafsson and Parker Tyus when she come back, that will be a dangerous bench. And that'll be a dangerous bench, especially go for a championship run. I will put my money on that than trading for a gunner who's just going to shoot all day and just mess the offense up. She can't even coexist with Paige right now. Her and Paige they're like Paige got a concussion. Yeah, from trying to play with a shot jacker. She has a headache. That's why she got a concussion because her head hurt from working with this shot jacker.
What? Oh man, he on his burner camera. He's going crazy. What you got, Rob?
Hey, HD, how much different did AO look last night than what she looked the game before? And they did the same team. How much different did it look?
It didn't look different.
It looked a lot different, right? It looked. Hold on, it looked a little different because she didn't have to work as hard. When Paige in the game, she got to work as hard because now you just can shoot fine that thing, right? Now you got to get off the dribble. You got to face double teams. You seeing different action being ran at you. When Paige in the game, you can't do that. The problem that AO got, she got a low basketball IQ. So everything that she do, she don't give a damn. You can be wide open. I'm still gonna take this shot over somebody just for the simple fact of I know my capabilities of making a shot. That's it.
Right.
Not because you need to take that shot. She at the end of the games, I don't even understand why they even put the ball in her hand at the end of the games. It makes no sense because know she's not going to get you a quality shot.
No.
So did Enrique cost him the game with her 37?
Yes, absolutely she did. Because look, down the stretch, that game was begging for Paige to take over. Paige, if they would have let Paige do what Paige does, they could have stole that game from the sky Saturday. They could have. But Enrique is so Enrique. It's like when she starts getting in a rhythm, she's like, I'm just finna go. I'm gonna keep shooting. I'm gonna keep shooting. And it's like Paige is sitting here like, am I the point guard or you're the point guard? Like, it's like, I don't know if y'all remember, it was like Jerry Stackhouse and Allen Iverson. It was like Stackhouse is waiting for the ball, like, let me get the ball so we can, get some action moved my way. AI like, nope, I'm finna jack this shot up. I'm gonna jack this shot up. I'm gonna keep attacking. And at times it's like, I don't need you to attack. Paige, to me, the reason why I like Paige with the ball in her hand more than Enrique, Paige is going to make it easier for Enrique to get a shot. She's going to make it easier for Dejanay to score. She's going to make it easier for everybody to score. You have a better chance of winning ball games with her because her IQ is so high. She don't necessarily need the ball to jack up a shot. She's going to find the right shot to take. And if it's not there, I'm going to throw it to Big T down low. I'm going to throw it to Hines Allen. Enrique, when she gets in that mode, Auntie and Rob, when it's like the game is either in the balance or she's trying to get close, she going to shoot 50 shots. And sometimes 44 going to make it. Sometimes only 5 going to make it.
So how would that help? How would that help Las Vegas? How does that help?
It won't help Las Vegas.
I'm not interested.
It won't.
I'm not interested.
Listen.
I'm not signing up for that.
And peep this. That problem is not the first 3 quarters. They find the first 3 quarters. It's the fourth quarter where they lose games at because Enrique low IQ.
Low IQ.
Last night they actually could have got back in the game if it wasn't for Enrique low basketball IQ. She forced up a bunch of terrible shots in the fourth quarter that if she would have just kicked the ball, it would have been a wide open shot or a wide open layup for somebody. But she decided not to because I got to take this shot because this is my team. You put her into the aces, it ain't gonna never be close to your team.
Becky gonna choke her. Becky gonna choke her.
Listen, it's showing you why she won't make Team USA. She's showing you why she won't make Team USA right now. Right? No. You keep asking why she ain't on it? Why she ain't on Team USA? Here's why. She can't fit into a team structure with better players because she's proven to you, hey, if you give me any space, any inch to get my shot off, I am going to shoot the ball. I don't give a damn if we got a wide open shot in the corner, who that is, I'm shooting it. It's just low basketball IQ. She made a lot of last night mistakes.
Let me add this real quick, Auntie, before you go. Look at Ariel Atkins in all her games with the Sky. She does things to change the course of the game. Defense, passing, getting involved with scrapping. Her game, her IQ is incredibly high. Enrique, her IQ so low, Ariel just basically said, I'm gonna let you just shoot yourself in the foot. I'm gonna guard you like this. I know you're gonna push off, but I'm just gonna get in your way. I'm just gonna pester you all day. But it's a smart pester. It's like, all right, I'm gonna let you get to your spots and make you believe that shot's open when it's not. She literally took Enrique out the game in both games just by IQ. Angel and her beat Nalissa and Enrique down the stretch with mind games. It was so geniusly put. They both were locking them up and sending them to traps, sending them to positions on the court that these idiots didn't even think of. These idiots too busy trying to play one-on-one. They was like, oh, we got you. And you lost twice to a team that was smarter than you. And this is what Enrique's problem is. She didn't see it. Paige saw it in the first game, but Paige couldn't get the ball to try to alleviate them, but they were trying to do like, all right, we got it. You still a rookie. I'm not gonna listen to you. Paige trying to tell Enrique, just give me the ball. It will come back to you. I promise. You're playing right into their hands, and that's why I believe Paige sat out. Like, yeah, it may have been a concussion. I don't believe it. I believe Paige was like, I'm finna sit out.
Here's the thing.
I can't deal with this shit. This girl.
She didn't get a headache till the game got over.
Yeah.
To the game got over, nephew. I just want to tell you, hey, 48-22 right now, 2:58 left in the second. New York obliterating the Connecticut Sun. We got 113 in this chat right now. We need 5 of y'all. 5 of y'all on each one of these platforms to go out and share it. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. And yeah, make sure y'all like across all 3 of these platforms, y'all. 5 of y'all. Hit share and then put it sharing in the chat for it.
Hey, Tiff, the reason why Enrique didn't make Team USA is because she has low basketball IQ.
One second. We always drop the link for people that want to troll. For the first time ever in the history of Say Less, Mean More, is somebody here that want to troll that y'all know? Here he comes.
Give me liberty or give me death.
007, where you at?
Give me liberty or give me death. Hey, Danielson, you only went.
He said, Daniel's son.
Daniel's son. Good. Hey, babies. Don't they look good?
Yeah, they chilling. They looking at who they want to go bite.
He ain't even on vacation, y'all. He ain't even on vacation. He's just on a walk. Y'all will see him Monday night. He's just walking in the neighborhood. He ain't on no vacation. Y'all will see him Monday night. He'll be back to work, but he hit me up talking about he give him liberty or give him death. He got to come up and say hi. He got to say something about his liberty because they showing out. So
the beating is so bad. The beating is so bad I can take the dogs for a walk.
I ain't got time for you, bro. Dogs looking good though, man. Dogs looking good, man.
They're looking great. Yeah.
Happy Sunday.
We know they healthy.
Hey, hold on. Hey, everybody hear me? It's a dog coming. Let's see what they do. Watch this.
Them dogs ain't gonna do nothing. Them pet bulls.
Right. Them dogs see two.
Sit down, Lezo.
Do something. Look,
I said sit down.
They ain't about
Stop you, Stormy. I said sit down.
Look at her.
Hey, how you doing? Stop it, Stormy.
Get him.
Yeah.
They ain't about to do nothing.
Is that a girl? Oh, yeah, she'll be good.
Pet bulls, okay, come on. Everybody just waving their tails. Man, we going back to basketball, Coach Rowe. We ain't got time for dog
tails.
Okay. All right, Stormy. Thanks a lot.
I says put Tiff comment up.
She okay?
What you got? What Tiff
got? I says put Tiff comment up.
There we go.
Okay?
She trying to tell. She trying to tell me it's part.
Damn, dog. Get him.
Coach Rowe, mute yourself right quick, man. Mute yourself right quick.
Go ahead.
Tiff, let's get one thing. Let's get one thing straight about politicking and things like that when it come to AO. You tell me what AO could have did that would have brought more value to Team USA than Ariel Atkins. I'll wait. Or Drew. IQ matters. When you playing with the best in the world, your IQ matters. If you have a low IQ, which Ariel Atkins does, because it's all about me, you're not going to be successful in that type of setting. You have to understand the setting that you're in. The setting that they were in, they did not need what she had to offer for her skill set. Right? If you watch her right now, why do you think she can't win right now? It's telling you why she ain't on Team USA.
We know why Stephanie. We know the guru Stephanie White.
Well, wait a minute. I don't give a damn why she ain't on Team USA. If she all that, why she ain't on Team Nigeria?
Why she say she got banned? That's what they say.
Ban why? Ban why? How do you get banned? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Ban why?
Man, look, Mario, Stephanie White. I told y'all before the season on my other show. I told y'all Stephanie White was never running the offense for Connecticut. That was AT. The thing Stephanie White is, she'll make some good defensive, but this ain't even just her. It's her in the GM. You got rid of 2 players who would have helped you last night and the other night. Bree Hall, and I can't think of the other girl name, Eljeem or Elseem. I can't think of her name. They wanted to keep Tipson, who I keep trying to tell y'all, Tipson is soft. I know y'all, she got the size. She's athletic. I watched her at Florida State, but I watched her get punked by God dang and what's the girl from Duke, Alucci, punked her, and she was done for the rest of the game. So you could have had Bree Hall and Elsine, but you decided to go with Sophie and Tipson, and look what you got. I'm just saying.
AZ, let me just AZ, let's just keep it a buck. Just say they messed up from the get-go. Just say that. Because what they should have did, if you don't hire Stephanie White, you should have just went and got AT first. That should be your first time. Instead of going to go get Howard, you should have got AT.
Thank you. But no, you wanted to go get Bonner. For what? Oh, bruh, you needed another playmaker. You needed another playmaker on your team, and you needed some perimeter defense. Your problem last year wasn't scoring. Your problem was defense and having an extra ball handler. That was your issue, and you didn't fix either one. You thought Sid Colson was finna save y'all.
Hold on.
I wouldn't ask.
Hey, Cess, go ahead, because
you got
Cess, because that ain't true though.
You got something else before we get cooking, because I see you got your fishing hat on and everything. You got.
No, I ain't got nothing else. She just jumped on that dog. I think they mad. Oh boy.
Yeah, they about to sue you. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I got coverage for that. But
we ain't got time for you, man.
I do. But look, I thought they was good. She said, are they good with other dogs? I said, yeah, they'll be all right. As soon as she got close, she just jumped on them.
They're gonna egg your house. You getting put out the neighborhood.
Yep.
We appreciate you pulling up. What you got to say about these New York Knicks before we go on this other tangent? I don't want to have you just.
Oh yeah,
out there.
I just wanted to brag about the Liberty.
They in the chat talking about Caitlin Clark should have been on the Olympic team and all kind of crazy stuff.
No,
so it's going.
No, she wouldn't have made it. She wouldn't even got the ball. She can't listen. Caitlin can't play off the ball. If you can't play off the ball, what good are you going to be?
You know,
she has no bag. She struggles.
Cess was on me the other day. I've been living under a rock. I didn't know that CC couldn't get her own shot. I don't know where I've been. I had no idea. Cess, am I lying? We was watching the game live, and I said she can't get her shot off.
No.
Before she got hurt, I didn't know that. I didn't know she needed.
Coach, she been playing the same way, coach, since high school. Listen, you want to know what happened to CC? She played in a weak ass Big Ten. She got away with push-offs. She got away because there was no defenses on her. When she played against the SEC, that's when you start seeing the real CC. She couldn't get her shots off. She was getting her shots off in the Big Ten because who over there? You had J.C. Sheldons every night guarding her. It wasn't nobody guarding her. Who was guarding her? And I tell people this. They get mad at me, coach, because I say, look, I don't hate the girl, but I don't see a bag. At least Kelsey Plum has a bag. At least she can cross over. At least she could go left or right. At least she can do something. Yep. This girl can't do that unless she pushes off. She can't do nothing. She can't do anything.
Yeah, I remember Cess was telling me that from day one about Paige Beckers. I was pushing back on her like, hey,
they say her claim to fame is she beat South Carolina. You don't watch enough basketball for this conversation. It's clear. It's clear.
She beat South Carolina. Okay.
What's that got to do with her not being able to get a shot off?
She beat South Carolina to get beat in the national championship.
Exactly.
Right. LSU shut her down.
and then came back and got beat by South Carolina. Like, you got to finish the whole story
Yeah.
when you started off like that.
Exactly.
Got to finish.
Yeah.
She beat LSU. She beat LSU not for the championship.
Nope.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Yes.
thing. Incandescent one for anybody that you go tell me that she beat. She didn't beat him when it counted. See, that's what they mad about. That's what y'all mad about.
Look,
listen, just pick this. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that Iowa team is in the SEC? She wouldn't even got nowhere near sniff to close to the Final Four.
No. Because the thing is, she doesn't know her issues is she can't. Okay, Christy Sides. This is why I don't get mad what Christy Sides did last year. Christy Sides tried her best to let CC do. She realized it. She can't bring the ball up. She can't get her shot off. Yeah. So Christy Sides said, you know what we finna do the second half of the season? I'm going to put the ball in Kelsey's hands and AB's hands. And we're going to run it like that. And we're going to play a zone. We're going to hide Caitlin. She's going to get the rebound. And we're just going to run. We're just going to run. AB finally got in shape. That's how they were able to beat everybody because no one's ever seen it. So now you got all of last year where AT and them beat her. Then you got over the summer, they watched film. These coaches watched film and said, you know what? We're just going to pressure 94 feet. We're going to force everybody else to try to beat us and keep you away from shooting your logo three. Because, coach, outside of the logo three, what does she have? She don't have nothing else.
HD and shake my hand, Rob. I'm telling you, I don't know where I've been under a rock. I've watched every Indiana game this season.
You've been in Cancun.
We watched 2 games live, and I'm literally sitting here like, she can't get her shot off. I couldn't believe it. And it wasn't the defender. It wasn't like somebody just had a lockdown on her. Like, this was regular defense. I said, she can't get space to get her shot off. I couldn't believe it. So I don't know. I watched her with my constituents.
Yeah, I watched her. Like, look at the game they played. This game exposed them. Even in the blowout to Chicago, Ariel Atkins locked her down from 94 feet to half court. She couldn't do nothing. So what they did was, here, DeJuan or somebody bring the ball up. So they brought it up because Flutie can't play defense. Kia Nurse can't play defense. So they just cooked them. So it looked like she was doing something. When she played against the Dream, both times, that exposed them. Ryan Howard is in her head. Ryan Howard told her, yeah. And she like, I'm not scared of you. Man, Cece was petrified. She was about to run to the nearest locker room. Man, and all the fans was in Atlanta like this. They didn't want to say one N-word because they know them boys would have jumped on them. They was waiting too. It was a couple of them next to them like, say, I want you to say it. This ain't Indiana. Say that shit if you want to. We're going to beat your ass right here in the stadium. She was scared. And Tahina Pow was cooking them. Alicia Gray was cooking them. So that's when I realized y'all have the same problem y'all had last year. You got no defense. You got no other playmaker. Cece hasn't got stronger, and she ain't added to her game. So all of y'all been exposed for picking this team. It's hilarious.
You brought up something, man. And it was like, hey man, when the hell you ever seen Ryan Howard bark on somebody?
Exactly.
When have you ever seen Ryan Howard bark on somebody? She barking in CC face. Oh yeah, you man, come on now. What are we talking about?
Because dog, you know why? You know why? Because everyone around the league is tired of CC. They're tired of her antics. They're tired of her just standing back. She'll say one thing, but then her actions don't match the bullshit she's bringing with it. There is the unwritten rules of sports. There's an unwritten rule where everybody's saying 94 feet, put her ass to sleep. Everybody has relayed that on Instagram, Twitter, and the DMs. You know what time it is. CC is getting they're making her too great too fast. They're not letting her earn anything. So now everybody's going to say, oh, you know what? Got you. We gonna bust your ass now since everyone want to say you're the best, you're this and that. I'm gonna show that I should be over you. They got her ranked over like all these players who put in work, who got body of work. She don't have body of work. She had one season. That's it. You haven't put in 5 years in this league. You haven't shown nothing yet. So now she's starting to realize, and everybody's realizing, yeah, she can't really handle it. Because Jeff Teague and the NBA people starting to see it too. They was like, man, she's getting exposed. Like they're pointing out her game. And Natasha Cloud put the icing on the cake when they played against her. Icing on the cake. Oh, we know why she became first team all WNBA.
How did she become first team all in all WNBA? That's what they ask y'all now. How did she become first team in all WNBA then?
Well, she's not a team for one. And the reason she became first team, sir, is politics. All they promote is CC. Go look at the scheduling. The Fever get one game on TV while everybody else is jumbled up together on TV. Like, that's the most dumbest way to promote your league ever. And she became first team because of her logo 3. But you guys keep forgetting.
I got a real question for you.
Cece's on the team with AB, and she's on the team with Kelsey Mitchell, 2 former All-Stars, and another top pick.
Let me answer this one. Does politics help her break the assist record? No. She absolutely broke the assist record. But let's not act like that we didn't move the goalpost. Like we didn't move the goalpost by, number one, not also giving her the credit that she deserved for those turnovers that she had last year.
Yes.
And the fact that they changed the rule on they changed how they even measure the efficiency of a point guard from assist to turnover ratio to just how many assists you got, so that she could be number one in that category. Let's not act like for all of basketball, a point guard hasn't been measured on what's their assist to turnover ratio. Assist to turnover ratio matters up until she got here. So let's not act like we ain't been moving the needle around. Like the needle ain't been moving around.
And they've been losing with her. Y'all saying, oh, they're losing without CD. You lost with her. You were at 500 with her. So what are we talking about?
Hey, check this out. Check this out, HD. Hey, I need Atlanta to keep playing Indiana. So that's bringing the best Ryan Howard out. Ever since Ryan Howard played Indiana, you seen a totally different Ryan Howard now. She know how to score, she know how to rebound, she know how to pass the ball. I mean, y'all keep playing Indiana because that's the only thing that's going to make her
No, it ain't because of it ain't because of Indiana. Ryan Howard, they finally realized that Alicia Gray is the number 1 player on that team. They finally realized it. And now Ryan Howard is like, bet. I'm going to do what I got to do to help the team in other areas, which that's all I need her to do, because I can't count on her. I can't count for every time to get 30. So now what they're doing is, boom, I'm going to bring Nia Coffey in. I'm going to bring Nas in now. I'm going to rotate Brianna within them, and then we're going to run it that way. Tahina Pow has really made that Atlanta team dangerous, because now what were they missing last year? A playmaker, a defender, somebody who can score at all 3 levels. They got that now. So now when I bring Jordan Canada back, I don't have to depend on Jordan Canada all day, because now I got 2 other ball handlers with her. And you got a smart coach who knows how to rotate his lineups. He don't just keep the rookies at the end of the bench like that dumbass that's in Chicago now. Her dumbass done brought her losing ways to us. So that's what I'm saying. He knows how to put players in position. Alicia Gray, I'm starting to think she might be the best shooter in the W. I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. Catch and shoot, creating her own shot, passing, defending, everything. They are dangerous. And if they could keep this up, hey, look, they could play for the Commissioner Cup, and potentially they could be in the playoffs at a high-ranking seed. Them and Phoenix are really surprising me right now. Both of them are. I'm liking them. I'm liking both of them.
So they said I think who was saying that they wanted the Fever to keep playing the Dream because the Dream only beat the Fever one time. Was that you, Rob? I think that comment is to you.
Yeah, I said it.
So
I
they
said
saying.
it. But did you also hear, did you hear the context of what I said there, right? The context matters. I said I want them to play so Ryan Howard could be the best version of herself. That's what I said. I had nothing to I cared nothing about the Indiana and the Dream playing against each other. I said for Ryan Howard. So understand the context of what I said.
Right.
That's all. But we got selective
No, I
hearing,
understand. I understand what you're saying, but I just think because they played Seattle. Seattle was getting in their ass yesterday, and you know what happened? They stepped up and start getting hot from three. They went to that smaller lineup with Nas out there. Nas punked Seattle's whole front court yesterday. Just punked them. Just got the boards. Was able to make the extra pass. Hit the corner threes and the wing threes. Nia Coffey, look, man. Nia Coffey's a problem. Like, if you don't account for her, she's going to shoot your team out the game. Like, they didn't account for her, and defensively, she can guard 1 through 3, sometimes 1 through 4, depending on the lineups. So I would look. She realized it. Ryan realized, look, I don't have to be that main person. Alicia Gray's the dog on that team. She's just quiet with it. She bites you when you don't see it. And if they ride her and they ride the rest of that team, man, Atlanta gonna be tough, man. I'm really liking them against like some. Now I don't know what they're gonna do. Now I don't know what they're gonna do with New York or Minnesota because those teams are too deep and they got more length on them, so they can match that Atlanta team. But they could at least be the third or fourth best team in the league right now. Seriously, you can make an argument.
Third or fourth.
HD, they said your mic louder than everybody else on the panel because you got that studio sound. You got that studio quality over there.
He got that. He a singer in his. Listen, you see the tag, you see the championship and the gold medal. That's me. I'm all purpose, baby. I'm a winner. That's what winners do. We wake up and piss excellence, and we speak excellence. So that's what we do.
They say HD Mike. They say HD Mike louder than everybody else, man. Oh my gosh, bro.
All right, y'all. I gotta make a quick run. Just drop in for a second, though.
Man, we appreciate you pulling up, Coach.
All right, this is the biggest.
See you Monday night.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah.
I'll say this. This is the biggest set of the WNBA did so far. Y'all finna just watch how this work.
What
right? Hey, Caitlin Clark, sit out these 4 or 5 games. So then they can make a reason for her to win the MVP, knowing that she ain't there now to win it.
Correct.
This how you keep her in the race right now.
Yep, I've seen the play.
Keep her in the race. Watch the illusionist.
Yep, I've been seeing the play. I already know. Yep, you're right. That's the bullshit play that they running. I already seen the play a mile away. I already know what's going on because now you fouling AB out of the games like it ain't nothing. Like you putting her in foul trouble on some ticky tack shit. But in the other games when CC playing, AB could do all of that and there's no calls. It's like, come on, I see the play. It's just a different player. That's all it is. It's the same play. I know what they're doing. They do this all the time with somebody they're trying to push up and prop up. We know this. We know what's going on.
Anissa's lack of minutes. She barely seeing the floor, and when she does, it's no more than 2 minutes. Summer, here's the thing. What's up, Summer? I appreciate you pulling up too. So, hey, y'all, run them likes up for us. Hit the like and the share. They both right there, y'all. 5 of y'all share this thing out. Share it in the chat. As far as Anissa goes, I just feel like they got Anissa in the WNBA at the wrong position. She's not gonna be able to be successful at the 4 because of her size, and that's gonna keep her off the floor because she's not gonna be able to be impactful at the 4. But if they let her go back to 3 and play like she was playing like at DePaul, she can get on the floor. But when you see her out there right now, like she's too small. She's too small.
She needs to look at she needs a person she needs to work with or look at some tape on is Marquisha at in New York. She got to learn from that because Marquisha's kind of the same size. Anissa's probably a little thicker, probably a little more muscular, but she's gonna have to get her. She's gonna have to get her weight down a little more, and she's gonna have to try to play the 3. She's not gonna play the 4 or the 5 unless it's a small ball lineup. But even in that, she's still too small because if she goes against Atlanta or hell, even Chicago went small with Angel at the 5. They'll still dominate Anissa. Becca Allen a dominator. So she got to get to that 3. She gotta work at the 3. She's not gonna make it at the 4.
And I don't mind her being a rebounding wing. I'm good with that. You can be a rebounding wing, but what I don't want her to be is Kirsten Bell. Don't turn into KB. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, the hell with all that. You gonna have to play with a motor. Let's just call it what it is. Your ass ain't out there playing with a goddamn motor. So if you ain't gonna play with a motor, what I'm putting you on the floor for? What value do you bring over anybody else on the floor? You ain't bringing no more value. That's why she ain't playing. Everybody, y'all get a percent and all this. Hey, this is called development, right? You know what you got to work on. Now you know what you got to go develop and go get better at it. Like it's just simple as that. I'm done talking about her, man. I'm
gonna be honest. Who is she going to play over at their positions? You got Adada, Tina, Diaby. What's the other girl name? It's another girl. I can't think of her name.
You don't have to play over nobody necessarily, HD, as much as she just needs to get enough tape at the 3 so that when she's not protected at the end of this season, somebody picks her up because they know that she can be effective right there.
You know where she'll really be good at? She'll be good. You know where she'll really be good at? She needs to come back home to Chicago. She would really get more playing time there than she is now.
Hey, Summer. I want you to go to you pick your favorite game where she play with the motor, right? You pick your favorite game where I'm talking about in the W. You can't don't go to no college game. Come to me about a W game where she's played with a motor. I don't want to hear the excuses she played this amount of minutes because the exact game that y'all gonna tell me about, I can tell you that somebody played better than her and she played the same position to her. And she played less minutes. Just look at the plus and minus. So what are you talking? Like when you talk about and you ask me what the table tell you, she has to play with a motor. If she wants to stay on the floor, she has to play with a motor, right? Hey, listen, you got to go rebound the basketball. You got to make shots. That's what the league's about, making shots, right?
I think
if you can't guard nobody, because she can't guard anybody on the floor. But when you talk about it, right, I don't care if she gets 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes. The reason why she's not getting a lot of minutes because she can't guard anybody on the floor. So if you come in and your plus and minus is a -8 and you play less than 10 minutes, what does that have to say?
What am I playing you for? So let me ask this question: Has Anissa always been a starter? Because maybe the issue isn't the motor; it's getting the motor going coming off the bench versus being a starter. There's a difference between starting for a team and then being a bench player. Like being a bench player, you got to be able to come out and get going. Like how we was talking about the microwave. Who's a microwave? Who was we saying was a microwave off the bench?
Yeah.
Damn, we was just talking about her. It could be that she just has to make an adjustment to being able to from being a starter to coming off the bench. But I just feel like it has to happen. Whatever she's gonna do,
but she hurt her.
It has to happen at number 3. It has to happen at 3.
Let's give her a chance. She hurt her knee,
so
her knees. So she gotta wait. I mean, we gotta see because I played with a messed up knee before. No, you got to. You got to because I played with a knee. It psychologically kind of holds you back because you're making sure that knee don't tear or it gets worse. So she's trying to figure out how to play with that as well as give you some effective minutes on the floor. I think Nice will be fine. The problem is she just it's going to take some time. It's going to probably take 15 to 20 games. It might take a year. Like I think I think she has to get accustomed to coming off the bench, and she has to get accustomed to playing that wing position. Because remember, she had to transfer to the 4 or 5 for LSU because they didn't really have nobody big to play down there. Because Wolfenbarger wasn't giving you shit, and what's the other girl name? That went to Vanderbilt. She wasn't giving you nothing at the time. Del Rosario, I think that's her name.
That's what I'm saying, Shantae. That's what I'm asking. Was she a starter all the time? Now she's not starting. So I'm
Yeah,
saying
like let's give her let's give her some time. Like I want to give her some time to see how she works in there. Like she's not a Sanaya Rivers. Sanaya Rivers, in my opinion, was already ready once she went to that camp. She was already destined to play and start because she can do way more things than Anissa could do. She could play 1 to 3 positions. She can handle the ball. She could distribute, and she could get to that mid range better than Anissa. So we gotta wait. We got to wait and see what Anissa does. I'm not ready to write her off yet.
I listen. Check this out. Summers, if you want to come up here and have a conversation about basketball, about Anissa, we can have it right now. Because anything that you finna throw at me, I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna work. I'm telling you this for a reason, right? I know you like if you was here the other day when I had a conversation, I already broke this down. For her to be successful in the W, she has to play the 3. Because her motor in the W is not going to allow her to be at the 4 to 5. It's just not. Because everybody at the 4 and 5 is bigger. And as years progress, out back from this year moving forward, the W at the 4 and 5 is going to get bigger. Because a lot of the 5s right now are going to end up being 4s, and the girls that's coming in from college are going to end up being the 5s. So therefore, if you want her to play, she's going to have to play the 3. And she's going to have to play with a motor. That's just what it is.
Because
Angel, I don't know what you're looking at for basketball wise, but that's what it's going to have to be.
Yeah, because people have to remember Angel is different. Like Angel's an anomaly. Like she's a person who can give you a 2, 2, and 2 stat line, and her plus or minus is high because she does the stuff to win you the game. Like, and she battles. She defends all 5 positions at a high level.
Hold on. The motor talk makes no sense. Well, if you understand basketball, you understand that if you don't play with a motor, you can't play, right? Do you know understand the object of what a motor is? Like being able, like Alisa Mora is an energy person, so that means she needs to play at a high level on both ends of the floor. She already is in a problem with guarding somebody, right? Defensively, that's already her first situation that she got to deal with to even stay on the floor. You ask me why she only playing 2 minutes? Because she can't guard nobody on the floor. So you are who you can guard. If you can't guard a 4 or a 5, then why can I play you? If you can't guard a 3, you can't be in the game. So the only thing that you can do is play with high energy, high effort, which is your motor, something that you can control. When I come in the game, I can control how much I'm going to go, how hard I'm going to hit the glass. I can control how hard I'm going to run down the court. I can do those things. That's what she's not doing when she's in the game. So you ask about a motor, right? And that's not an argument. And I'm telling you, it is an argument because of the position that she plays with. She's going to have to play with that. Because guess what? Her skill set right now does not allow her to play at a high level for the position that they have her playing. So what do you have to do to combat all that? Why do you think Kiki is successful? Because she's playing with a high motor. So she's not doing anything crazy. She's just playing with a high motor, and she's going to attack every freaking rebound. That's it.
Angel's not a liability on offense. Angel's not a liability on offense. Dog. Angel Reese makes their offense better by passing, setting screens, assisting, and setting everybody up to score or get up or make the extra pass. Like y'all look at box score numbers and y'all think, okay, that makes you great. I've seen plenty of box scores where people they lose games. Angel plays well on the offensive end. She does what she's supposed to do. They don't win those last 2 games without Angel on the floor on both ends of the court. So I don't know what you're watching, but your player that you brag about, sir, she has been terrible from the offensive end before she got hurt. And she didn't impact anything. So when she doesn't score, everything else she does doesn't really come to mind because, yeah, she could pass the ball, but then she got a high turnover rate. So your the turnover ratio is terrible. So outside of your logo 3, what else does she do? She don't do nothing. She can't even play off the ball. How can't you play? That's one of the first things you learn growing up is to play off the ball. It's like, how can't you play off the ball?
No,
I don't get it.
I would listen. One thing I'll tell you, there's a lot of these kids that will never learn how to play off the ball because they never had to. I'm talking about growing up from junior high school to college to pro. Some of these kids have never learned how to play off the ball because they always had the ball in their hand because that's the only way to be successful. And so you would think it's that simple, but when you look at certain players like a CC, she's never been in a situation where she had to play off the ball. I don't get I've seen CC since damn near middle school to now because I coach at AU Rams, so I've seen who this player is. She's never played off the ball. She's always had the ball in her hand. So it's different.
Everybody's getting guarded 94 feet. Pow's been guarded 94 feet. Ryan got picked up 94 feet. Skylar's been picked up 94 feet. I can go back in the day. Cynthia Cooper was picked up 94 feet. What are you talking about? Everybody gets picked up 94 feet. Who gets picked up 94 feet?
I think that
everybody.
Hold on. I think that we're gonna have to go back to the rule. Before you come in and start making comments, tell us who your team is. Tell us who is your team. Who is your team? So we can be clear. Who is your team and how long you been watching? Who is your team? How long you been watching? And do you watch games or content creators? That's the other thing we need to know. Do you watch games or content creators?
Right, Janera. Anyone complaining about full court pickup is wild. Exactly. Like,
yeah, dude, I got real questions.
Diana Taurasi.
I got a real question.
Go ahead, Rob.
Right.
I got a real question right now.
Let's go.
I got a real question. Everybody tried to say that Anissa Mora was better than Kiki, right? Now all of a sudden, when you compare them two together right now, now she's taller. Kiki's taller than her, so she's supposed to do this. But no, y'all went into the draft. She was better than this person. She did everything better than Kiki. Now that the numbers out and the facts out, and now the game is being played, now it's something totally different. I just don't get that. So we got to make our mind up what it is, what it ain't. Like,
listen,
they play the same position. That's why I compare both of them.
Listen, Kiki, I'm gonna say it again. Auntie Juju, I love you. We still argue over this, and I'm gonna keep telling you. Gottlieb, she hurt Kiki ear often. Kiki would have been way better if she would have played Kiki like she was supposed to, and she didn't. And that's why y'all didn't go further than where you went, because Juju ended up getting hurt because you're running the offense more of a Juju-centric offense instead of running a real offense that incorporates your two best players on the team and everybody work around that. You wanted Juju to handle the ball 90% of the time and run herself into the ground. Now Kiki's showing you that she might be the best player out this draft. So it's like that, it just shows you the disservice. And then Anissa, like I said, Anissa's gonna have to, she gotta learn she gotta work on her ball handling and her defense, and she'll be able to play the three. She'll be able to play the wing. That's all she really needs to work on.
Hey, Jeff, I didn't say you, I said people. Because people came in this chat and flat out said that she was better than Kiki, and then y'all tried to tell me that she was better than Angel Reese. And I told you no, she's not. Because her game doesn't translate.
Who said Anissa was
Angel Reese did?
Who said Anissa was better than Angel Reese?
A few people. I had to tell them, y'all not gonna get the same. Y'all not gonna get that same action off that number 7 pick that y'all got out that 7 pick last year.
Look,
it was crazy.
Listen, Angel Reese is the anomaly. When you watch the things she does, every time, go watch the Chicago Sky this season. Every time Angel leaves the floor, they fall apart. They fall apart. They fall apart offensively. They fall apart defensively. They did it last year. And y'all kept telling me, oh, Kennedy Carter this. I'm like, well, Kennedy is a great scorer. She's the best scorer on the team, but Angel was setting those screens for her, and it was easy. As soon as Angel went down with an injury, she got that screen. It wasn't the same. She was getting open, wasn't the same. So y'all devalue Angel Reese because Angel's not a flashy player. She's not a I'm gonna shoot the three all day player. Oh, she's 33% from it. Hey, I'll take her 33% because you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get rebounding, I'm gonna get boxing out, I'm gonna get defense. And it seems like she's the best passer to Camilla. Because Tyler Marsh, let me ask you this, Tyler Marsh. When are you going to wake up and understand your offense doesn't work? Your offense is trash. Okay? Get the ball to your three best players on the team, Camilla, Angel, and Ariel. Everybody else move the hell out the way because all the rest of your players you're trying to bring this system where everybody shoots the three. You don't have the shooters like that. I don't care if it's on your resume you shoot. When games start, you don't shoot. You're bricking. We done built 5 houses out of this bitch because of your shooting. Kia Nurse, Bantam, who else? Ona Weirier. All of y'all have built me about 10 houses in this bitch. Me, Auntie, and Rob, we got mansions at this hoe. So can you please get a ball to Miller, Angel, and Ariel? Like, I don't care if Miller got 4 fouls. Give her the goddamn ball. Like, that's it. I don't get how you go in the game, Rob and Auntie. You just saw her effectiveness. Now it's like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep shooting the three, and we're going to let Sloot run 38 minutes, and we're going to let them shoot. Like, what the?
HD, HD, I got to push back on that one. This is one I got to push back on. The game plan was we gonna try to do Angel. We put Angel in a situation where we gonna try to get Angel the ball because it went from Camilla to get the first game to the second game is now we gonna get Angel on the low block. We gonna try to get her going. That's what it was. And then it didn't work. Then we had to change the game plan. But they came with a game plan to try to get Angel on the low block and let her go to work. That's what the game plan was yesterday. That's all.
I didn't see that game plan. I didn't see that game plan. I didn't see it. You know what the game plan? Here's my pushback. You know what the game plan is? There is no goddamn game plan. The game plan is Sluty. You do what the hell you want to do. You dominate the ball for 90% of the game. Ariel literally has to take the ball out her hand in order for her to get her shot. She can't even get in a rhythm because Sluty's dominating the ball. Sluty wants to get the ball. And when it's a screen and roll, Camilla was open like 4 or 5 times. So I know that's bullshit because they ran it and she didn't hit Camilla going down the lane at all. And Miller was open 4 times. Then when she did it with Angel to run that screen and roll, she didn't even look to give it to Angel. She just looked to try to get her points. No, this is what it is. Sluty is out here trying to get the all-star game. She trying to get out here to show everybody I shouldn't have got benched in New York. Because if that was the case, she would have been feeding AR the whole game. So that's bullshit. I don't believe that. This coach ain't got no balls. That's the problem. Jeff P done told this mofo, it's Vandersloot's offense. Whatever Vandersloot wants to do, let her do it. That's what it is. Because, Rob, if the case was to get Angel involved, right, why is Angel's usage rate going down each game? Like, each game. And then the first game, you benched Angel and Camilla when you had a 2-point game with the Fever. So that's not it. This dude don't know what he's doing. He ain't got no game plan.
HD, I said the first few minutes of the game, Angel was 1 for 9 at halftime. You know that, right? She was 1 for 9. Just like how Tiffany's making this comment about
right.
Hold on. Tiffany, just like Tiffany, you're making this comment about third quarter. I said nothing about third quarter. I said the beginning of the game. This is what I'm talking about. Context of the matter, right? You didn't even listen to the context of what I said. I said the first few minutes of the game, they tried to get Angel Reese the ball. And guess what? There is a bet out here that Angel's going to miss her first shot. And what did Angel do? Miss her first shot. She took the first 4 to 5 shots in the beginning of the game where they tried to get the ball to her on the block. That's what literally happened in the beginning of the game. I did not say throughout the game. I said at the beginning of the game, that was the game plan.
The beginning, but that's what I'm saying. The beginning of the game, yes, they gave her the ball, but I still don't think that was the plan. The plan was they just decided, Sluty decided to do it. Dude, Sluty has the option to do whatever she wants. She came into the game. If she gave it to Angel, she gave it to Angel. But if you look at the first sequence, is how she gave it to Angel. She didn't give it to Angel in a position for Angel to feel comfortable to get the ball in the hoop. Sluty is doing this because Sluty is trying to show everybody that I'm the best player on the team. It's because of me we're going to win. She's not looking to try to get anybody an easy shot or help anybody. Ariel Atkins literally had to take the ball out this lady's hand in order for them and her to get her shot and the offense flowing. Because when Ariel gets the offense flowing, that's when everything else open up easier for Miller, Angel, Rebecca, or Kia. When Sluty is trying to do everything, the game gets distorted, and then the game gets all out of balance because now Sluty got the ball, and then she's turning the ball over like crazy. Do you know in the third quarter, Sluty almost cost them the game in the third quarter with her bad habits and her bad point guard play? Like, I don't know what it is she's trying to prove. Yes, you were benched. You were rightfully benched last year because you had a terrible finals and a playoffs. I don't know if that's still on her head, if she still wants to prove something, but she's not making the game easier for Camilla. She's not making it easier for Angel, and she's not making it easier for Ariel. She has been horrible so far, in my opinion. And she's playing, dude, do you know she's almost at 200 minutes? And it's what, 4 games? 4 games?
Who do you got to put in? AG, who do you have to put in?
Who else? Who else? You know what I'm putting in? I'm putting Angel at the 1.
Make it make sense.
I'm putting out Angel. I'm putting Ariel at the 1. I'm going with HVL, and I'm going with either Rebecca Allen or Nurse, which is Rebecca Allen because Rebecca's been balling. And then I'm going with Angel and Camilla. I'm bringing Sluty off the bench. That's what I'm doing. Because Ariel to me would be better because Ariel would decide I'm a score and then I'm a pass when I need to. She can score or pass whenever she needs to. Then I'll bring Sluty in to help the second unit because Sluty will do much better with that because the second unit, they need more direction because they don't know what the hell's going on. They all are like chickens with their head cut off. I at least have 2 or 3 ball handlers in the first lineup, and then I could feature Camilla more in that lineup. When Sluty's in there, she's not trying to feature anybody but Sluty, and it's showing. It's been showing these past games.
So here's what I'm gonna push back on you on the HBL, right? I don't understand like what's the notion of playing her because she having a hard time turning the corner, getting downhill. She's having
he's
that
not
problem,
playing her right,
she's getting
Rob.
picked on defensively. So
Rob. He's playing her like a traditional
I'm going
point guard.
What she's doing.
He's not playing her right.
Listen,
he hasn't played. He has not played HBL right since he's been there. He's trying to make HBL into a goddamn traditional point guard. She's not that. Let her play and do her thing. She is a score first guard.
Play where?
He's not playing her right.
Do you want her to play at the 1 or the 2?
So what are you playing her at? I want her to play the 2. Yeah. She is a scoring guard. That's what I want. She's not a 1. She's not a traditional point guard. She's not. He got her coming up the court trying to set the play up. That's not her game. That's not her. He don't know what he's doing. Tyler Marsh has been dog. This guy does not know what he's doing. And plus, this is what pisses me off. He don't ride the hot hand. He don't ride the hot hand at all. He just say, I'm going to pull you and I'm going to put this person in. For what?
HD, I'm telling you this. Listen what I'm telling you. I would not put Haley in the starting lineup. I would put Rebecca Allen in the starting lineup.
Okay, I put Rebecca Allen in the starting lineup. But I'm putting Sloot on the bench, sir. Yeah. I'm putting Sloot on the bench. That's what I'm doing. She got to go to the bench.
She don't necessarily go to the bench, but you can lower her minutes. That's the thing about it. You don't have to play her the amount of minutes that she's playing. You don't have to play her that many amount of minutes. So that's an adjustment that you really need to make. And then what do you have Mo Jefferson there for? If you're not gonna play, just cut her. If you're not gonna play her, cut her, trade her.
They
do something with her.
Rob,
right?
I've been saying that.
Trader.
Mojo didn't get a chance. I would put Mojo in. If you're gonna bring HBL in, put Mojo out there with her. Mojo can run the point. That's all I need her to do is bring the ball up. And then everything else will fall in place. He's not doing that. And you can't cut Mojo because she's on this stupid guaranteed contract crap that affects your salary cap. So they can't cut her.
Hey.
His problem is he needs to cut her minutes. Sloot needs to play 20 or 22 minutes. He needs to get HBL more involved. He don't even play Maddie. He don't even let Maddie come out there. Like, why did you even draft these players? That's my thing. My thing is, if you're not going to use somebody, don't get them. Don't get them. Just don't even pick them up. You could have went to go pick up a Joe Blow off the street that you didn't have to draft. He could have did that. So that's all I'm saying. And then his rotations are trash. Your rotations, you can't go to your bench fully in a game. Stagger your minutes with your starters. He's not doing that. He's not. He's out here saying, I'm going to put my whole bench out here. Why?
It wasn't me, J Spot. It was HD and Rob. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was HD and Rob.
I'm not relaxing, J Spot. F Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh is trash. I'm not relaxing for nothing. Bro. He continues to show me he needs the book. He needs a book called Coach for Dummies. And he needs to read that book because he keeps making the same dumb mistake. Now, I'll give him this little credit, which is a 0.001% credit. He actually said, I'm a bench ban him. Let me bench ban him. And I'm a bench on the Warrior. I only played on the Warrior 2 minutes. I'm like, finally, thank God. He learned a little bit of something.
HD, you can't bench the work now. The work gotta play now.
Who gotta play?
Bench the work now. She gonna get her minutes.
Who?
That's the work. Ban him. That's the work.
That's the mistress. That's the mistress. Yeah, that's the mistress. Yeah, I know.
Listen, she gotta play.
I know. That's the mistress.
You can't not play her.
I want to hear y'all answer to this question right here. I want to hear y'all answer to that question. Candace Parker get her number retired in Chicago before Deladon and Fouls?
Because
Candace also brought him a championship.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't bring plus they don't have a relate. Yeah, plus she brought a championship. Plus that's Candace Parker, dog. Like
plus, she brought a championship home. Like she brought a championship to home. Like Deladon was nice, but she's more of a Washington Mystic. And
Deladon's more of a Washington Mystic. Fouls is more of a Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, Candace getting that thing put in the Raptors.
Right.
Like, what did you think that? I'm glad that you asked us this question because now we want to ask you a question, Ron. What made you think? Or never mind. Tell me about the career moments for Deladon and Fouls that said that they jersey should have got hung up in the Raptors before Candace.
Michelle,
I'm just curious now.
Michelle, I wanted Henny as well. I wanted Destiny Henny. Look, Jeff P has been the worst GM ever. This is what I'm saying. People keep letting Jeff P off the hook. You signed E-Will, Onwurie, and these people way too fast. You should have waited and looked at the market. You could have grabbed you a 5 or a 4. You could have grabbed you a playmaker, a person who plays on both sides. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I would have done. You went and signed these players. Onwurie can't play. She's showing you she can't play. Then you got this other guy. You got E-Will. E-Will is okay, but she's digressing. You could have got 2 or 3 roster spots for the training camp. But no, you wanted to go and sign somebody right away to show that you did something.
But listen, check this out. HD, he thought he had everything figured out when it came to the draft. When he got to the draft, realized, oh, it ain't what I thought it was. So now you end up with HVL, you end up with a drafting stash. That's it. So in reality, could he done better? Yeah. But at the same time, you got to start to question yourself. Hey, man, what kind of team are y'all really trying to put together from the coaching staff in general? Because the owner ain't finna just let you sign somebody and they ain't signing off on it. So the ownership knew. So the ownership got to have some owners too on it. This ain't, you just get to sign whoever you want to sign, and the owners writing the check. They gotta be in some type of agreements too. But y'all never hold it. Y'all never hold the ownership accountable, right? Y'all just throw that out the window. Man, y'all gotta start pushing back on the ownership.
I hold the ownership accountable. I want them to sell the team, but I can't make them sell the team.
HD, I'm not just talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. Not you, because I know you feel that part. I'm talking about in general. People got to start pushing back on the ownership because that's what the true problem is.
Man, but they Chicago fans. Chicago fans are warped. They're like the most fickle fan bases in every sports. They're fickle. Like 1 minute they love you, next minute they hating on you. Like look what the Bears did to Justin Fields. I told everybody Fields wasn't the problem. You ain't got no O-line of weapons. No, he the problem. So they brought Caleb Williams in, and guess what? They still had the same problem. So the fan base ain't never gonna push back on the owner. They always gonna support. Like if a team trash, they still gonna go watch the damn team. But everybody knows they should have been pushed back on the owners. Everybody know the owners are doing a bad job. So that's my thing. Jeff P,
here's what Chicago.
If you know you have a bad owner, you have to work around that. You have to. You have to put something better on the roster. He didn't. He was like, whatever, I'm going to just lie to these fans so I don't lose tickets, so I don't lose people not coming to the game. So I'm going to lie to you because I just got rid of 2 people who the fans love. So he been selling wolf tickets and selling a bill of goods since he's been there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying not blame the owner. The owner's always at fault.
So I got to get this in. Y'all been cooking, but I gotta get this. I gotta get this in because y'all been cooking, but I gotta say thank you for the support. Let's go, Justin. I mean, I've been waiting. It's been 20 minutes, bro. Y'all been cooking, man. Thank you, Justin. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know about CC playing like Katie Smith though. I don't know about that part. But I had to get that in, bro. I wasn't gonna skip you, Justin. I had to get you in here.
I'll say this: what they could have did if they was gonna go with a cheap roster and be cheap about it, they really could have just looked back at the Olympics from last year and just picked up every good player they seen play in the Olympics and could have just put them in Chicago. And they could have went cheap. They didn't have to get no veterans out of the W. They could have just went and got all the best players that played in the Olympics. You already got the Nigerian head coach, so you don't think she knows somebody? She knows somebody. Just do that.
You see what I'm saying? Look, listen, I know the ownership suck. I feel you. The owners are at fault. I already agree. But you, Rob, you're in a profession. You know you got a cheap owner. You know your owners are cheap. Yeah. You got Raina Wakama on your team. One of her players is going off for the Phoenix No-Nos. And then she got other players balling. You couldn't grab 3 of them real quick.
No,
and why? Don't y'all bring up Onawarie because I saw that Nigerian team better than Onawarie.
They were not coming. Y'all know that they wasn't coming. People know what Chicago is. They done heard what Chicago is. They wasn't coming. People had a chance to come here now. Didn't nobody say, Raina, put me in your bag and bring me with you? Nobody was like, where you going, Chicago? I'll see what I can do on my own. Nobody was jumping on that train to try to get there. No.
But Auntie,
Gabby,
you mean to tell me Raina couldn't have talked a few she could have talked a few players. Jeff didn't even want to listen because Jeff, you know what it is? Jeff thinks I know it all. I'm Mr. Know It All. I'm in this position now. You ever had that person at work who y'all used to kick it, y'all was cool, and as soon as he gets a title, now this nigga brand new, he think he know everything about the company, but you been knew the company way before him. So that's how Jeff is. That's how he is. He don't want to listen to nobody.
At the same time, you know how somebody from your hood and went somewhere and they come back and be like, that was some bullshit. Yeah, they been to Chicago. They know. Rena like, let me go see what it's like. J Spot with the support. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you, fam. I don't think they was coming here, y'all. Seriously. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No. HD, what about Chicago could they sell you on? What about Chicago could they sell you on?
Nothing, not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing.
So Rena wasn't coming, y'all. Rena wasn't gonna be able to bring no people. But I told y'all 3 shows ago to sell the team. So I've been on Chicago.
I've been said they need to sell the team, but they ain't finna sell the team. Like the only way they'll sell the team is if somebody like a bomber, like for the Clippers, come in and say, I'm finna buy the team outright. I want to do something with this team. That's all I see. But what they got right now, they not selling no team. They finna keep your team. Then you just got Angel on there. You finna make even more money. So I'm not finna sell the team. That'll be stupid for them to sell the team now.
Hey man, listen. Like AW. I know y'all want to put basketball out there, but 95 to 39 professional basketball game is man, I don't even got the words to talk about this game, man. Like the New York game, that's a flat out embarrassing, man.
Well, that's good for us because we need Connecticut to lose. We need Connecticut to lose so we can swap their pick. That's about it. That's why I'm happy. I'm over here enjoying the blowout, man. This is a great game. What y'all talking about? This is a great game, Rob. Stop hating, Rob. Rob, stop hating.
Listen. Listen. Y'all ain't getting on no charter flight. Y'all getting bust. Y'all getting bust wherever the next play y'all play at. Y'all getting on the bus, man.
Which one, man, Greyhound? You getting on the Greyhound?
Man, listen, which you can pick the Greyhound, the Mega Bus, whatever bus you want to pick. Pick one of them, man. That's embarrassing.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. They beat the Fever. They beat the Fever.
It's in the fourth quarter, and y'all still got 39 points. Come on, man.
Yeah. New York, dog. They got Ellie. They got Ellie twerking. It's over. Ellie twerking. It's over with, man. It's over.
Hey, listen now. And I understand why y'all want Lisa Murrow pay that bad, man. Hey, man, if I were y'all, I'd be trying to get her traded up out of that thing, not play her. Man, y'all might well just let her play for the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Liberty ball movement. Yeah, the Liberty, dog. The Liberty on some things right now, man. They deep. They got a deep squad, man. But JJ make that thing go, man.
I told you, Michelle. I told y'all. You ain't gotta believe me. I told you.
Oh, what? This is a new Ellie?
Yeah, I told y'all it ain't the same. It is not the same. This ain't the same Ellie. Son coach need his ass whooped, like I've been saying.
Oh, Anissa got a 3. Yay. We got 42, baby.
Ron came back at y'all about Candace Parker talking about that. Oh, did he? I missed it, Pooh. What'd he say?
Man, nobody care what he's talking about, dog. Like, you stop. Like, nobody care about that comment.
I mean, like, that's Candace.
Like, come on. Like, look. If you don't know why Candace Parker is being, bruh, seriously, look at her career compared to the other two. Like, come on. Like Candace, when she walked in the league, was already in GOAT status, like in the top 5. Like, let's stop. And she brought a championship home. Come on, it's over with. You think Jewel Lloyd keeping up this New York team? I think Jewel Lloyd gonna be fine, man. Yeah. I think she's gonna be fine. I think y'all are reading too much into it. It's just the beginning of the season, and plus, once all they pieces come back, they're gonna be dangerous. Like I don't see what y'all talking about. I think they're gonna be fine. Ace is gonna be fine to me. I see what direction they're going
HD.
in.
HD, you got to realize this is a microwave society. It got to happen now. You can't wait to build up to get to the final product. So,
oh no, hell
what
no.
the Aces are doing, you may not like it right now, but what they're building up to the finish line, I'd rather be playing our best basketball at the end and be playing our best basketball right now. Because when you start playing best basketball at the beginning, you're gonna take off. That's just what's gonna happen. So. And it's sectioned off in the season for us to have a build up throughout the season, progression throughout the season for us to be better. So the Aces, we're fine, man. I don't even trip about that. Like, the Drew Lloyd situation, hey, she got to figure it out. She's the newest piece of the team that she's got to figure out where she fits in there. By the time we get to the end of the season, it's gonna look completely different. So we good.
I mean, I'm just saying, like it's a gamble to make, but
Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Better. She plays better defense than Plum did to me.
They talking that shit right now. I'm pissed off with the Aces right now. You know why? Because right now I'm looking at the Aces stat line, and Asia is still the same one going all the way across. All that shit they talked about, the Aces gonna look real different. How different do we look? How different do we really look right now? Asia's still doing it all. Asia even had to get the goddamn net down out the rim. Asia's doing everything in Las Vegas right now. The same as she was last year. Everything. She got to go to work. She got to get everybody ready for school. She got to get them to school. She got to pick them up from school. She got to cook dinner. She got to take the meat out. She's doing everything. She ain't got to break yet. Asia, well,
but let's
have a conversation. I'm not gonna be sitting here and act like
that's what I'm saying. Becky got to know how to. Becky got to figure out a way how to get her a break and get her rest and let everybody else step up. Because look. You got three other Olympians on your team. So you can figure out a way to get them going. Yeah. If you're that coach that you say you are, you can get them others going and get those others ready to play and have them distribute the points.
Jewel Lloyd is 7 points.
Here's what the true problem.
I ain't gonna hold y'all up, bro.
Yeah,
she playing 30 minutes.
Here's what the biggest is.
10 points.
Here's what the biggest is. Yeah, here's the biggest situation. She got to, instead of having Gray be the first sub out, she got to start making Jackie Young be the first person out the game. Because once Jackie goes to the bench, lead point guard in. So when point guard goes to the bench, Jackie's coming in, and you got Asia coming out the game. You got somebody that can go do something. The ball's not in Jackie's hands enough to allow her to be successful. You keep leaving Jackie and Asia in together. I like it, but at the same time, it's hurting you because now you're trying to make point guard to be a point. You trying to make her into an actual scorer instead of her being a distributor. And they don't have enough pieces for her to distribute the ball to when they go to the bench. So you might as well leave Jackie in where she can be ultra aggressive. Because when Jackie's ultra aggressive, the Aces are different. When she's in passive aggressive mode, that's when they look bad. You got to figure out how to get Jackie going. Jackie's the wild card.
Well, here's the problem though. Jackie's playing 30 minutes. How long is Jackie gonna be able to keep that up? She got tired last season.
But my thing is I gotta move her minutes. I gotta move her minutes down, man, because Jackie, look, man, Jackie get those knick-knack injuries too much. And then if she sits out, you ain't got nobody that's gonna carry that team like that outside of Asia.
And she's your perimeter. She's your perimeter defender.
Your best perimeter defender.
When she get picked up,
but listen to what I'm saying.
To go, who's coming in?
But listen to what I'm saying. Why I'm doing this, right? Plum was in their role, so you put Jackie into Plum role, right? On that second unit, she comes to score. Now you're not putting a lot of stress on her. Versus if you keep doing it the way you're doing, she's going to end up playing more minutes in the season. And by the time we get to the end of the season, she's going to break down. Instead of allowing her to get that rest and then putting her into that second team.
You're only talking to me about the offensive end. I'm still in the same situation that I was in last year on the defensive end. Jackie is still my best perimeter defender, and she still has to cover for the person that came for Kelsey, and she still has to cover for the point guy. We didn't fix that at all. What's coming off the bench? What's coming later that fixes that part?
Nothing. Because if you think about it defensively,
what I'm saying to
you got Bradford. You got Bradford and you got Tiffany Mitchell. This is why I said instead of getting Aaliyah Nye, y'all should have got Bree Hall. That would have been a perfect piece right there for you instead of Nye, because I watched Nye at Alabama. If Nye's shot ain't going in, she gonna get cooked on the defensive end. Breezy would have came in off that second unit to replace Jackie Young for the defense.
The thing about it is we getting whooped with our second unit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, you ain't got
that's more why you got
it. Here's the thing.
So what was the point of keeping Tiffany Mitchell in them?
Last year our season was that Asia and Jackie was playing heavy minutes in the beginning of the season and was winning games that our bench couldn't help us win. After the Olympics, after the break, after the season started to wear on them, those minutes started to wear on them. They weren't as effective down the stretch, and we still didn't have a bench coming in to be able to spell them. So how did we fix that this year? What are we waiting on? That fixes that.
So what I'm saying to you is, in this situation, right? Young is a better fit for the second unit for them to be successful than it is having point guard in that situation. You flip-flop those two, you flip-flop their minutes and how they're substituting the substitute pattern. It's going to make us look better. So when the bench is developing, we have a second unit. Now you have to take into account the people that's going to be on the second unit at the end of the season is not in the rotation right now.
Okay, that's fine. So
you got Megness out, and you got Cheyenne out. Them two coming back is gonna make a tremendous difference with that second unit.
Not on my perimeter defense, it doesn't. Not on my perimeter defense, it doesn't.
What so is Tiffany Mitchell?
If Jackie Young, if I'm moving Jackie Young to the
she's a 3.
It seems like a 2 and a 3, it seemed like. But if I move Jackie Young to play with my second unit, who's my main defender in my perimeter when my first unit is out there? Who's my main perimeter defender?
Isn't it Mitchell and Bradford? Isn't Mitchell and Bradford?
So how do they match up against the other team's best player on their starting lineup?
But Cess, even when we winning championships, we didn't. It's the same. It was the same thing when we was winning championships. Ain't nothing changed. The only thing that changed was Jude came in, left out.
What has changed is the makeup of the teams that we have to play against. We have not made any changes to address those deficiencies that we have. So it's fine. It worked. That worked then. Right. Now these teams have made changes. We didn't make those changes.
Because all you added difference is
so for everybody that's like, yo, we're cool, give Jewel some time. How does Jewel fix that? That's what I'm trying to understand.
That's what I'm saying. I would bring Jewel off the bench. I would bring Jewel off the bench because y'all need that off your bench. You need a leader and you need a player who's going to get it going on both ends of the floor off the bench. You don't have no Tiffany Mitchell to me would be better, or Bradford or whatever in the starting lineup. To me, if you have Jewel Lloyd off the bench, it'll fit better around Nye and Evans or whoever else you got on the bench. Kentley is a good person to come in too, because Kentley's going to give you points and rebounds when she can.
You just told me if Nye's shot ain't falling, she can't play defense. I just told you Jewel defense ain't shit. So now my second team perimeter defense looks like barbecue chicken. Dana, Nye, and
it's gonna be barbecue. But it's going to be barbecue chicken anyway. No, look, you're gonna have to play.
No,
look,
listen.
Hold on. Look, we're gonna have to stop getting. Listen, Becky gonna have to come up with a defensive scheme to hide that defense of how bad it is. She's gonna have to. She's gonna have to go to some zone. She's gonna have to trap. She's gonna have to figure it out on how to move defenders around on the floor. She just gonna have to learn how to, we're just gonna have to learn how to put a defender here to hide this person. We're gonna have to she's gonna have to put that pressure on them. Because if you don't, then what else you gonna do?
It's the move we gotta make. I don't know. I think we need to package them up and make some type of move. I don't know.
I would go if I'm gonna make a move, I would go get the girl from Golden State, Kayla Thornton. She will fix your defense overnight, and she could play the 3 and the 4.
Yeah, I don't feel like we did enough. And I waiting on Jewel for 10
First
games
of all,
to me.
you truly. But see, here's the thing. All right, so here's the thing. You're making like the thing with the Aces, they're not healthy. So you don't like you're making an exception, but it's like how y'all say give one person time because they coming off an injury and we ain't even fully healthy. And it's like, man, just get rid of the whole team. Like, let us get healthy first. Because that's really what they waiting on. Man, what do we look like when we healthy? We ain't healthy. So we trying to patch stuff up per, and it looks bad. What you have to do is you have to change the rotation. Right? Now when he would be on the floor, if you put Jackie Young, if you switch Jackie Young and Gray's minutes, now wouldn't even be on the floor because now you got Jackie Young and then you have Dana Evans, right? But you got to run the offense through Jackie Young in that situation, not Evans, right? Then you got Tiff at the 3, you got Kelly at the 5, and then you can either put Stokes or you could put Bradford. One of those two could play the 4 or 5, right? In that situation. So at least if you put Kid Stokes in and you got Kitley in there, you at least got some size at the rim, right? That they can at least hold you until Asia gets her rest. Your perimeter defense should be fine with Tiffany, and you got Young. Your perimeter defense will be fine. Evans is gonna be question mark, but it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be a question mark in that situation. They can hold you time to when point guard comes back and when Asia comes back on the floor. If you make those adjustments, the Asia will look a lot better right now. It's simple. But we got to make adjustments to the rotation. That's the real issue.
Yeah, I ain't convinced, but let's see. I ain't convinced because I'm still saying who's defending the perimeter?
But
who is defending the starting 5? That's so you got point guard out there. She's a defensive liability. You got Jewel out there. She's a defensive liability, and then you got Jackie trying to be the perimeter defender for the first and second teams.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying the thing
here's the thing. All right, so
I think that the thing with them is defensively, she's gonna have to come up with schemes to help the defense. And look, a lot of these teams ain't really prolific offensively. The only teams y'all really have to worry about is New York and Minnesota. That's it. Everybody else don't have the firepower those two teams have. So if she can figure out a way to come up with a defensive scheme, which I know she can, y'all can hang in some games and possibly win. To me, Jewel Lloyd would fit off the bench because when she comes in, other people's bench ain't that good. Like, let's be for real. It's only two teams with a sub bench.
I'm here for the championship. So if I can't beat New York and Minnesota, what am I doing?
I think y'all can get to the championship. Y'all can. Like, the thing is, like Rob was saying, you have to wait till you get all your pieces together. You already got Kitley showing you promise. You already know Bradford what she can give you. You know what Tiff can give you. Once it builds up, I believe they will be fine when it's time for the games to matter. You just have to worry about New York and Minnesota. That's it. And you can catch them slipping any other time because their benches, they not on all the time. They do have a tendency to go cold from the 3 and cold from the field, which will help you guys out a lot because you guys can play well within the paint as well as the 3-point line. So I think they'll be fine. Becky just has to make some adjustments. And if it's not working after 15 to 20 games, go ahead and make a move. I still think they're in that top 3, 1, 2, or 3 echelon. Everybody else is below that. That's just me.
You giving Minnesota too much credit because I don't believe in Minnesota. I'll give you New York.
I don't either. Look,
after
the last game, look, if their 3 ball isn't dropping, and if I get a little physical with them, I can knock Minnesota off. I can knock them off. The thing that makes New York dangerous is you got JJ. JJ is a factor. Then off your bench, you got some good players off the bench, but I don't trust those players like that. I don't trust them like that.
That ain't the only thing to make them dangerous. Act like Natasha Cloud ain't in New York. Natasha
No,
Cloud
I didn't. I didn't say it wasn't. I'm saying with
Cloud is an X factor.
But I'm saying against every other team, yes. Against the team you guys have, y'all can match that energy because for one, y'all have championship DNA, and also your bench will be good by that time. It's time for y'all to play for those games.
Man, we trying to address the people that left the Tims and the do-rags on our floor. We haven't addressed that yet. I don't feel like we've addressed that. But we'll see.
But like I said,
y'all say in 10 games everything will be better. Let's see.
I didn't say it'll be better. I said we'll see in 15 or 20 games. And if it's still you're having the same problem, you can make a move that could clear that up. There's plenty of pieces out there, a wing, a forward out there that can help slide in to help your perimeter defense.
That was the same. Here's my problem. That's the same shit we said last year. What did we go out and get?
Last year, y'all didn't get nothing last year because
we went out and signed a whole bunch of people that we didn't let play. Queen Egbo, that girl from
you had Carter,
we
y'all went and got Carter,
So again, that's what I'm saying. It looks like we are doing the same old thing that we did last year. It looks like the same old thing.
I think it'll be different this year, but we'll see.
Here's what I'm gonna push back to here's what I'm gonna push back to this whole situation. You looking at New York and they clicking on all cylinders right now. What I tell you is going to happen at the end. Clicking on all cylinders right now at a high level right now. Guess what? When you get to the end, that's going to decline. Right? We're playing bad basketball and we're barely scapegoating and we're going to get better and on an incline. That's what I'm gonna put my money on. I'm gonna put my money on us peaking at the right time and New York coming down because guess what they're going to do? They're going to hit a crash. They're going to crash. Like it's happening.
Did they crash last season?
Yeah, they crashed. They went through their moments, and then they finished.
And then they bounced back and got the championship, right? After
they got it.
They crashed. They crashed and still got the trophy.
But to me, hold
on. But the year before that, they did it. They were successful, right?
Here's the thing, though.
So you have that was them doing it one year and they didn't finish, and then you have the next year they did finish.
This is what.
So what do you want?
This is what the difference was. This is what the difference was the year that they didn't win it. Two things. It was Jonquel Jones wasn't ready. She couldn't stay out of foul trouble, and they didn't use Marine Johannes as the weapon that they had. Last year, they was able to beat us with Jonquel, keeping that same energy. That was the first thing that I came in saying last year. Is Jonquel going to be able to keep that same energy when she see Asia? You know what she showed me? When she saw Asia, she kept the same energy. The whole season, she kept the same energy. Now, Jonquel is out here showing you she's still keeping the same energy, and they dropped Natasha Cloud in there. And you know what else they did? They brought Marine Johannes' ass back. So what have we done? We went and got.
Y'all didn't have Kitley last year. Y'all didn't have Kitley. Y'all didn't have a Tiffany Mitchell. Y'all didn't have a Bradford.
And and what I'm saying is they're not impacting us like these people are. And when you
it's just the start of the season. Those players been together forever.
And no, Natasha Cloud just got there.
But Cloud was one player.
Shit, it makes a difference. And
but it's one player you added. You act like they had to add 3 or 4 people.
We did better, but they did though.
They didn't. They just added Cloud.
But
and then they added Johannes off the bench.
And they brought Johannes back to add with the Phoebus that they had put while Johannes was gone. Remember?
My thing is this. Me, I think you're overreacting right now. I just think you're overreacting right now.
You think the Aces are a deeper team than the Liberty?
I didn't say that. I just said
I don't think they're a deeper team. I don't think they're a deeper team. I don't think they're a deeper team. I think they have solid pieces on their bench. But I think the New York Liberty are going to hurt without Caleb Thornton and being not Jay Laney Hamilton. That's going to come back to get them down the stretch of the season. Because look at it. Last year was different because you were able to have Caleb Thornton and you had, of course, Kennedy Burke. They were bringing more defensive switches. They were able to switch and hide Sabrina more. Brianna didn't have to kill herself. Because remember, Brianna, that was the whole thing. Was Brianna also going to make it? Because she was like you didn't want to put too much on her on both ends. Now you lost those two big.
You said Brianna who?
Yeah, talking about Stewie. Like she was covered up. She didn't have to defend as much as she did last year because you had those players. Now you lose those two pieces. To me, they got a little better offensively, but defensively, I feel they kind of fell back to me.
You lose those two pieces and you add 100% Stewie. Stewie wasn't 100% last year when she won that championship. She was on a bum knee.
I understand that, but I'm saying I don't see. So
here's the big thing. Here's the biggest thing I'm gonna say to this. Breonna Stewart didn't have to guard last year in the final. She's gonna have to guard this year.
Okay.
That's the my thing is this.
When you
Breonna Stewart and them,
listen,
studio match up with AJ again.
When Cheyenne comes back, Stewie hates playing against Cheyenne. She does hate playing against Cheyenne. She's gonna have to guard Cheyenne. Mm-hmm. And Jack Court gonna have to deal with Asia. So it's the whole notion of what New York got counterbalancing wise, the Aces just got to get healthy. And so the judgment we're making this off of the Aces not being healthy.
No, I'm not making my assumption off of that. I'm making my opinion is based on the fact that we didn't strengthen our bench and we didn't get better on perimeter defense with our starters. That's where I'm at. Y'all had nothing to do with whether we healthy or not. Because Cheyenne Parker Titus ain't gonna help my perimeter defense.
I don't think your perimeter defense is that bad. I just think Seattle got hot that game, like they always do. And then you guys lost to who else y'all lost to?
Our perimeter defense was the problem last year because Jackie Young was having to work too hard covering her man.
But Jewel was better than Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum was just trash defensively. Like she didn't play no defense. You just had Kelsey Plum there just to give you a spark or give you some offense. That's all that was. But I think Jewel Lloyd is better than her. Defensively.
I've never been blown away by Jewel's defense.
I'm not saying Jewel's a lockdown defender, but she gives you better defense than Plum. Way better.
We'll find out. We're gonna find out.
And then y'all lost to New York the first game. Like, okay.
To me, those two players are a wash. To me, those two players are a wash.
I'll say this.
I got Jewel Lloyd over Kelsey Plum any day of the week. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this.
Everybody's like,
I'm gonna say this.
Dana wasn't shit when she was in Chicago. Now it's like, hey, but y'all got Dana.
Okay, hold on. I'm tired of this. Hold on, Rob. I'm tired of this. Dana Evans can play. Okay, I know people mad about Chicago. You assholes out there just now watch. Dana was playing out of position. Spoon was trying to make her a traditional point guard. That's not her game. That never been her game. So I can't say off of one season, oh, you ain't shit because you were put out of position. I'm sorry, Dana Evans is better than that. I'm not the hugest Dana Evans fan.
Dana dribbling ass. We spent all last year talking about Dana.
Okay, what? She out there trying to play she's trying to play point guard. She's never played like that before. She's never played point guard like that.
I got a question.
She's a scorer.
Is Johannes and Evans, don't they do similar to the same thing?
Who?
For the most part, Johannes from New York.
Yeah, Johannes is a better shooter. She's a better shooter than Dana Evans.
No, hell no, they don't do the same thing. No, I wouldn't say they was the same player. Dana don't shoot the three ball like Johannes.
No, not like Johannes. No, not at all.
But Johannes turns the ball over same like Evans.
Okay, but they don't shoot the three ball the same. Dana's not a knockdown similar shooter. I'm not gonna say that.
No, Dana's more of a scorer than a shooter. She's not a shooter. She's more of a scorer. Like she's scoring different spots. She's not. Johannes could pull up from anywhere and make that shot. That she's a shooter. She's a flat out shooter. Dana's more of a scorer.
All right. Listen, I give you more consistent shooter. I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they do the similar things. They turn the ball over the same goddamn way. When they come in the game, if they're dribbling too much, they both turn the ball over.
I agree. I agree with that.
All right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So when you look at the bench, when you talk about New York's bench and how you trying to uplift them, their players cancel out each other. The players cancel out each other. It's about can you manufacture an extra down stretch?
Do you think New York is gonna have Phoebus out there dribbling?
No.
Catching, shooting.
No.
Catching and shooting,
All
right?
right, so
we ain't really got to worry.
catching,
We ain't really got to
shooting,
worry about her.
catching,
We ain't
shooting.
really got
listen,
to worry about her dribbling and turning the ball over, though, right? Because she's gonna be catching and shooting.
All right, perfect. So let me counter that, right? Is Drew Lloyd gonna be doing the same thing? Because her and Drew Lloyd do the same thing, so they cancel each other, right?
I don't know what
They do the
Jewel is
same
gonna
thing.
do. Do they? Jewel is
They
not
do the
consistent enough.
same exact thing. They both shooters. They do the exact same thing.
I wouldn't say that Jewel has shown me that she's the same knockdown 3-point shooter like Johannes. I wouldn't say that. The reason that we're talking about Jewel right now is because she's been inconsistent.
All right, so
right.
So,
we just said
so
we
bro,
last year at the end of last year. At the end of last year in Seattle, people was talking about Jewel wasn't even a gold mamba no more. She don't score like she used to. Where is this Jewel? She ain't been the same since she got poked in the eye. So what have we seen this season? It's like, yo, she's finna turn back into who she was before that. What have you seen?
How many points? Hold on. How many points does Johannes score? How many points both of them score versus what Lloyd scores? Because they're gonna cancel out each other. When you put them two players together,
I'm happy to answer that question as soon as you answer mine. What has Jewel done this year that is telling you, hold on, she's going to turn back into who she was before last season?
I don't need her to do that. If she's canceling out two players, it don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you just need Jewel Lloyd in a complimentary role now. You don't need Jewel to be the main star. Like, you need her to be a complimentary player.
She was a complimentary player then. Stoinen was there. It wasn't her.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You just need her to do that, and I think she'll be able to do that. She'll be better. She's not the same as that Jewel Lloyd. She would be better coming off the bench. That's why I'm saying, because when she comes off the bench, she could be more impactful that way. She's not the same. She's not that Jewel Lloyd. That Jewel Lloyd is gone. I'm looking at the bigger picture for this team. She would be better coming off the bench because she would give your bench more of a scorer, more of a consistent player, and that would alleviate the pressure for the other players. The other players could be your defensive. Tiffany Mitchell can now focus on defense. Crystal Bradford could focus on defense.
Before I send J.O. to play with my second unit, I would take that. But like they said, they don't think.
No, I'm not. That's Rob's. That's what Rob's saying. I'm not putting J.O. don't need to go to the bench. I'm fine with J.O. in the starting lineup. I would either put Mitchell or Bradford.
I never said
you were saying play with the bench, like stagger the minutes where she play with the bench. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying Jewel Lloyd would be better off the bench because they could build a rapport. Jewel Lloyd doesn't have to worry about letting J.O. or Asia and them dominate the ball. She could just do what she wants to do now. Plus, that'll alleviate the pressure from everybody else on the bench. You'll have Bradford and them sticking to just playing defense, where you don't have to mainly focus on Jewel Lloyd. That's all you need. They'll be fine. Like, what's messing them up right now is they're trying to get Jewel Lloyd into a rhythm when it's not going to work because you got J.O., Asia, and Chelsea. Them two need the ball mostly, and Asia need the ball. So she needs to come off the bench where they'll have a better punch from her off of there. But as far as her impact as before, no, she's not that same Jewel Lloyd that was with Seattle that had Brianna and Sue Bird. She's not that anymore. She lost that going into last year.
Yeah. All right, so yes, I did say Johannes and Evans does the same exact damn thing. I did say that, right? The impact of the game, they do the exact same thing, right? You can say, hey, Johannes is a better shooter. I'm going to give you that. But when you talk about ball handling and them dribbling over 3 dribbles, they're going to turn the ball over. That's what they do. So they are, right? When you look at a Drew Lloyd and you're talking about what Drew Lloyd does, what she currently constructed is doing right now to what Phoebus is averaging and what Johannes is averaging is going to cancel out what Lloyd does. There's 2 players canceling out each other. There's one person that's canceling out 2 players. So when we talk about how bad it actually the teams are more even than what people think they are. Now, if you're taking off the first game of game 1 of Vegas trying to figure it out versus a team that's already been constructed for a while, yeah, it's going to take time. But over a series, they're going to figure it out because it's enough players canceling out each other. Who's going to be the difference maker, right?
So
the difference.
Phoebus is what option on New York's offense? Not even 5. Because she come off the bench, right?
Phoebus starts.
No, Phoebus starts. You got Sav.
I'm sorry,
You
not
got
Phoebus.
You got
I'm sorry,
Bird.
not Phoebus. Johannes. It was Johannes, right? Johannes.
Oh, Johannes. Her and Rebecca Gardner kind of switch.
So
Rebecca Gardner and Burke switches.
What option in their offense would you say Johannes is?
Depends on who's on the floor with her.
Yeah, depends on who. If
she's not
if Brianna and them off the Sav.
My point being this: she not one of the main people that they count on to win.
We count on Evans to win.
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Lloyd though.
Who, Johannes?
Okay.
They just count Johannes to win, like to make shots. They just count on Johannes to make shots and stuff. That's about it. But to win the game, no, they're not counting on her for that.
But we're depending on Jewel to win, right?
No,
you're not necessarily.
You're depending on Jewel Lloyd.
You don't think that Jewel's one of the top 3 options for Las Vegas?
No, she's not. She's not the top 3. She's 4. She's 4.
Who's the 3 options? Who's the first 3 options?
Asia 1, Jackie Young 2, Chelsea 3, and then it's Jewel Lloyd. She's 4.
I don't think that they look at Chelsea as the 3rd option, y'all. I don't think so. I think that they look at
what? Not these past games. Chelsea been taking more shots than damn near everybody.
Yeah, but we just was on another show talking about Chelsea needed to stop doing that and run the offense and get other people involved because it was throwing off what they was doing.
Not really. The problem is, this is the problem. The Chelsea's fine. The problem is Jewel Lloyd. They're trying to get Jewel Lloyd into the offense, and it's not enough room on that starting 5. You need to put her big forehead ass on the bench, and then you need to go from there. And the offense will run fine. Because they're trying to get her to ball way too much, and it's messing everything up because now Jackie Young is trying to pick her spots and Chelsea trying to pick her spots. Asia is turned into facilitator a little bit because she wants to give Jewel Lloyd into the offense. If you just put her ass on the bench, everything will flow perfectly because she's the 4th option on this team. She's not 1, 2, or 3. She's not better than those 3 right now. I'll take those 3 right now over Jewel Lloyd. She's not a 1, 2, or 3 at all. If somebody thinks that, then they need to get fired. If you got her as the 1, 2, or 3 option.
So was Kelsey Plum the 4th option also in the offense? Because y'all told me we swapped Kelsey for Jewel, right? Was she the 4th option in the offense?
I'm speaking for myself. Kelsey Plum was the 4th option. The problem with it is that Plum thought that she was the 2nd or 3rd option. And when Chelsea came back, Plum got into her little rut where Plum was like, I don't want to share shots no more. Because remember, before that, Plum was the 4th option. Then when Chelsea went down, and then when Chelsea was down for a lot of the time, Kelsey became the number. She tried to become the number 2 option. That hurt Jackie Young because Jackie Young couldn't get into a rhythm because Kelsey's coming down court, waving her and Asia off and jacking up these dumbass threes. That's what messed your offense up. Was Kelsey in her mind thought she was the number 2 or whatever option or number 1 at times. And it's like, no, nigga, you not the number 1 or 2. You like 4. And when Chelsea came back, she never could regulate back to being that person. With Jewel Lloyd don't have the personality that Kelsey has. That's the difference between them.
You don't think Jewel will come down and jack up threes we don't need?
No, not like Kelsey. That's the problem. Like that's the problem last year, Auntie. This is what they needed. Seattle needed Kelsey last year. Jewel needed to be on your team. Because they needed Jewel to jack up shots. That's what they needed.
I ain't sold. I hope I get to come back and tell you were so right, but I ain't sold.
No, that's fine. You ain't got to be sold. I feel you, but I'm saying
I'm a Las Vegas Aces fan through and through. I ain't sold.
But I'm just saying
we got something else we got to do.
Right. I got you. But I'm saying in Seattle, the reason it was different is they needed Jewel to be like Kelsey Plum. They needed her to jack up shots. That was the problem last year. Jewel didn't want to jack up shots. That was her problem. They're like, yo, we need you to jack up shots, and she wouldn't do it. Kelsey Plum would fit that more style because Kelsey, hey, listen, Kelsey ain't seen a shot she couldn't take. That's Chuck 'em Plum. I call her Chuck 'em Plum because she gonna chuck the shot up.
You better believe it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it depends on the offense you got him in. Like Chelsea will jack it up whenever she want to. Like that's what they need. Like in LA, like that's what's gonna mess them up because her and Odyssey, they gonna bump heads because Odyssey want to control the ball and get the offense set. Kelsey like F that. Give me the ball. I'm shooting this three. I got to get going. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think that we'll see in 15, 20 games. We'll see.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
Yep.
Oh, KP is the offense. KP is the offense with the Sparks.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's it. That KP's the offense. Listen. Listen.
Johannes is
Oh, C-Pen. Yeah, C-Pen. Kelsey jacked them shots up.
That's how Kelsey get down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kelsey's strictly a gunner. Listen, like I would have it depends on certain teams. You need a Kelsey Plum because you need somebody who gonna keep shooting. Some teams don't need that. Like Seattle last year needed that. Like Seattle looked like they need that this year. They look like they ain't got enough shot jackers.
They're gonna have to find out. You say Johannes is what, Jadera? I don't know. It's not finished. I don't know what you telling us right there.
They put MJ in to hit them one-legged.
Kelsey gonna bring it back to the Washington days of the season.
Oh yeah, she ain't bringing it back. It's already here, baby.
No,
it's already here. Kelsey out here jacking them. Yeah, Plum Hall, man. Chuck, listen, chuck them up, Plum, man. Listen, it's fun to watch. It's fun to go spend your money to watch. But if you want to win a chip, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Plum got that ego, man. She want to be that number one. Hey, we gonna see what she do in LA.
Kelsey fits what the coach is trying to implement, but they're going to need a different lineup.
Yeah. They need Rakia back bad. They don't have a wing. Their wing is terrible right now. They need Kia back ASAP because they don't have nobody who can score in that in-between game. Rakia will come back and score in that in-between game, and she'll open it up for those shooters because they don't have nobody in the mid-range. Everybody's a three-point shooter or a drive to the basket.
Rakia out on y'all. Rakia out.
You said Rakia out on them? What, already?
She been out since last year, I told y'all.
But they changed the coach, though. Y'all told me they changed the coach. She good.
I just think, you know how something just start off bad? She need a fresh start. She need a fresh start. That's all I can say. She need a fresh start, man.
Well, where was she? You think sending her to Golden State to be a fresh start?
Nope. I actually wanted Rakia in Las Vegas, or I wanted Rakia. I always wanted to see Rakia.
Oh, she would fit Las Vegas. She would fit that three perfectly.
But I also always wanted to see Rakia with Angel, so I wouldn't have minded her to Chicago.
She would fit Chicago perfectly because we ain't got no wing. The only wing we got is Rebecca. That's it. Everybody else is just chopped liver.
Yeah.
So she would fit there perfectly because she's the person we actually need. We need somebody who can take off in that mid range. She would tear that mid range up. That would be perfect for her. Because I really would want her there. I really want her there big time. What's the point when Rakia is never going to find a rhythm in that system playing along Plum? That's what I'm saying, man. Look, listen, Rakia gonna be Kevin Durant. She gonna be Westbrook. We gonna get OKC Part 2 in LA, Auntie. The LA Thunder.
Man, we ain't ready. I hope not. I hope not. That's
what it's gonna be.
Nah.
Ooh, Toronto. I don't know. Rakia don't seem like a Toronto girl to me, but we'll see. I don't see that though. I could see Chicago, Vegas. Damn.
Political Ill said Rakia to Atlanta.
They got too many wings already. I don't know how she'll fit in.
Well, you would have to
Unless you trade Ron. Unless you trade Ron over there.
You would have to give up something.
Yeah, Ron would fit in. Yeah, Ron would fit. Listen, Ron would fit in better with LA because she'll be able to she'll be able to facilitate and get everybody set up, and she'll defend the best players where Plum don't have to do that. Plum could just do what she want to do, and she'll be protected. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Yeah,
the Sky ain't that smart to do that. Oh yeah, Marcus, I know that. Look, you ain't gotta remind me. I know the Sky dumb. We already seen that when they got a player who ain't coming over here till next year, and we don't even know if that player gonna come.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see about that.
Yeah, you're right, Political Lil. We don't have scoring at the top of the free throw line or the elbows. Yep. Golden State. Rakia and Golden State, that would fit because you got Kayla Thornton. You got but I don't know. That girl Salon, a beast over there. They might not want to bring her over there. Salon been balling for them at that wing. Jet P wanted Rakia over Angel. Yeah, he did. He wanted Rakia over Angel. Yeah. A lot of people wanted Rakia over Angel in the draft. Because Rakia is a 3-level scorer, and she's probably I had her ranked as the most skilled player out that draft. The most skilled.
I had her with the most WNBA ready bag for sure.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Your bag is like yeah, it ain't translate yet. Yeah.
I mean, it'll translate. It's getting in the right spot. I just Kurt Miller was a setback, I think. Kurt was a setback. We got hoops coming up tonight. Nephew. What you got for the rest of the day? Rob had to jump off. What you got for the rest of the day, nephew?
Man, I don't even know, man. Y'all just tune in. I'm gonna be on my burner account.
Who you got? Rob got out of here before I got his picks. Who you got? Mercury Sparks.
Oh, I got the Mercury.
Okay. Aces Storm.
I got the Aces getting revenge.
Lynx Valkyries.
Is Fee playing tonight?
I believe so. I don't know. Okay,
then I got the Lynx then. Because if she wasn't playing, if she wasn't playing tonight, then I would have had the Valkyrie still in one.
Okay. It's in Chase too. It's in Chase. So and then we had the Liberty already blow folks out.
What's the burner account HD? Oh, it's the DZ report. That's what it is.
Yep. Game time decision for Fee. Okay. All right.
So game time. Well, if Fee play, I got the Lynx, but if Fee don't play, then I'll go with the Valkyrie and the steal. They'll steal one.
The Valks for the steal. Okay. All right. I like it.
That's if Fee's not playing because I like that Salon. That Salon and that girl off the bench. I think her name is Lady or Late. Man, look, they've been giving people problems. They're a little double tandem out there. And then Kayla Thornton. Yeah. And then Kayla Thornton, man, look, man, if I'm your Aces or the Sky, I'm putting it together a package and bring Kayla Thornton over. Kayla Thornton a dog. And like she a dog. Like she guard everybody. Like she guards everybody.
They would let her go though. Like I would be surprised if they would let her go. Like it would be interesting to see what they would want.
Man, listen, I'm giving up a couple picks, man. I'm sorry. Because look, you need that in Chicago. You definitely need that. So now you could push Kia's sorry ass to the bench. You ain't got to use her no more. And then now you got an extra threat out there.
Them players gonna be going on to Toronto and everything. You know, they're gonna be going home. The Toronto Temple, like Kia Nurse. That's what I'm saying. Like you saying, like Rakia, that's her team. Like Kia Nurse could go home. Edwards could go home. You got the Sword sisters coming. You got
Well, I'm
Amir.
sending Kia.
Like
I'm sending Kia
Toronto could
there
have a nice.
ASAP.
Toronto could have a nice squad.
Oh, they are. They are. Listen, I can see Aaliyah going too, because look, Kiki balling down there, and I don't know if they want to get rid of Big Mama Dosen. I don't know if they want to get rid of Big Mama Dosen yet. So I can see Aaliyah or Aaliyah going.
It seemed like they would. The way they put Aaliyah on the floor with Kiki seemed like they would keep her. Where I think they're gonna have to make a decision even before that is like, is it gonna be Dosen or Austin? Like Dosen or Austin, you got to make a decision.
I'm keeping Dosen, man. Austin got to go, because you already got an Austin. You got Kiki and you got Aaliyah.
You get rid of Austin and see what you could get to put on your bench. You might be all right.
Exactly. And I could get a pick from
Rakia at home. I would love to see Rakia back at home in Detroit. But y'all, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. We're about 30 minutes from game time. I'll be back for the games.
Yeah.
We are back. We are back tomorrow. For now, what to sound off? We'll be sounding off about whatever happens in WNBA tonight, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. Pull up. Y'all hit the like on the way in. Hit that like on the way out. Make sure y'all subscribe across all these platforms. We appreciate y'all. Say less, mean more. Until next time, Cess Talk Sports. Welcome to HDI TV and Rob the Man Media. We out.